Vietnamese. Yeah, Vietnamese.
All right, you gotta switch the letters there.
Vietnamese.
Yeah. To respond to your question, I'm trying to recall some of the things I was told. Well, there was one girl who said that I need to thank. I forget how. Oh, she said black people saved Asian people.
Where?
Here in America, or she was basically saying that black Americans helped, like they paved the way to civil rights.
LA down. Oh, what? Because you benefited off of the civil rights movement?
Something like that, and just like rubbing it in my face.
Yeah, that's everybody. Yeah, I mean, that's, just basic.
But I'm not doing it justice. It's just the way that they were saying it was, pretty abrasive.
Yeah, you can say it abrasive or you can say it nicely. I mean, I don't know you. I mean, I don't have to say it abrasively to you. I mean, it's just because it's true doesn't mean I have to say it abrasively.
It's just like your opinion that it's true, though. Everybody got to know it's not a fact. It's just like your opinion.
All right, I just remembered the irony that I pointed out about the way she was saying it to me was, if she wants me to respect that, the way that she was delivering...
You gotta suck her toes.
But the way she was saying it, it wouldn't make me want to respect it, you see?
Yeah, of course not. But I mean, you would have to find your the inner person in you that knows that you should have respect for that would have to step up. You gotta find your inner cuck.
And also, and I know this, it's a bit of a gray area, but she herself did not cause the civil rights movement. It was her ancestors.
Right, but there's no such thing as inheritance, right?
And she might be fucking tethered, and she might be from the Indies, and she had nothing to fucking do with it.
Oh,
well, it's like,
she might have came here to like the last generation or two, and she had nothing to do with it.
Okay, but if you believe in inheritance,
all the West Indies and all the tethers like to run over here and be like, yeah, black man did everything. A certain black man did.
Okay, calm down.
Jails people, sold Othello, and Yas people.
All right. If you believe in inheritance, though, then why shouldn't your black ass be a slave? And shouldn't we inherit you as a people?
First of all, who's running his mouth? Who said that?
Okay. Just real quick though, I wanna say something.
Of course I can.
All right. Look.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking Jew.
Oh Jesus Christ, BB's here.
Look, I as a Korean, I have a slight grudge. Okay, I have a slight grudge against the Japanese because of the history. The Japanese had enslaved the Korean people for around 40 years, from like 1890 to 1930. But the subsequent generations of Japanese people, they didn't have anything to do with it. But yet I still have a bit of a gripe, right? So I can sort of relate in that way, in terms of how like the history has some
But Grim, you are actually way more intelligent than these people, because you recognize that none of the people today did this to you or people relatively close to you in the history. So they're making a supernormal claim of black tax reparations based on former crimes, not crimes that have happened during their lifetimes or their parents' lifetimes. They're making a supernormal claim and statement, and it's greedy, and it's traitorous, and it's a tax. It's nothing but tax. These people are taxologists, Grim. Don't let them confuse you with their bullshit race hustling. They're fucking taxologists. They want to tax you. They want to censor you. They want to make you feel guilty. They're nothing but taxologists. I rest my case. Hello?
Hey, Graham, isn't it wild that Alistair graduated from the Citadel, was an officer in the military, and also was in the CIA?
Really? Like gay people in?
You were never in the CIA.
John was. I was.
That wasn't technically my ex.
BB, you're a fucking retard. You're a drunk fucking British fucking
So what I'm
Iranian.
saying is like...
How do you troll just being yourself, BB?
Yeah, well, that's what... So what I'm saying is like, whether you're fucking...
IRGC for life.
Supremacist, you're American supremacist,
IRG is it
black supremacist, which practice for, or the Persian is fucking about.
Oh God, everything is about Persia.
Like, or Chinese. It's like, who gives a fuck about these fucking old, like, fucking cunts? Like, what are they called? Oh, Republic of China. No, we want the Chinese fucking
Korean.
supremacist.
He's Korean. He's not even Chinese. You're Asian's right.
Shut the fuck up.
This is Korean American or Korean
No,
report.
we want the
No,
youth.
what
We
city
want
in
the
California
youth
are you
of
from?
China. We
What
want
city
the
you from?
youth of
Obviously,
Korea.
from South,
We want the
fucking
youth
Southern
of
California or
China.
Central.
We want the youth of America.
San Diego or LA.
Yeah, you know what, Chris, whenever you have this conversation,
Yeah, obviously San Diego or LA is Korean. He lives in California. He doesn't live in fucking Reading.
no, it's about fucking crime. It's about crime that is about the people, not about fucking ideology.
Not from Southern California.
What? Koreans are
I'm not gonna be.
There's a. They kicked me.
I got VA CEO.
Oh, okay.
Eight years of age today?
No, you know what it means? It means, I don't give a fuck what you are, but you have a fucking responsibility. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna, you got like Pepsi. He's like,
John's back. John's back.
I'm like fucking, I'm a racist. And then you have Grim, who I don't know where he's from, but I just think
Oh, Grim Alistair Crawley's back. He's
But
the
even
members.
fucking
Yeah.
Tiger loves Tiger loves China, and Tiger loves China. That's what she does.
Universe, can you play
the
ball?
just white supremacist.
You can't. It's the one where you.
I'm sorry, baby.
He has to turn the hand raising on.
Sorry, I have no choice. I have to.
Do it. You dumb foul punk. God damn.
No, you kicked her down.
No, you can't kick people down. But he has to.
You have to turn on hand raising creation.
We count that. They're praying on it. It was. So, can we play? Come on, fella. Can we please just do Universe play the bongos again?
She's not even gonna listen, even if she was in the audience. But anyway,
Universe, can you play the bongo drums, please? Alice, please back.
I know it's the same guy. And John, if you're doing that, I'm just gonna remove you without hesitation.
Got it. Well, let's just get back to the topic then.
Followers. Graham loves your content.
Now I don't even know where I left off.
Let's get back to the topic. I didn't know black supremacy was a thing. Is it a thing? Let's get back on topic here, Othello. I don't know what you're talking about, but I didn't know black supremacy was a thing until Clubhouse when I heard black racists. Then we have a black racist mayor here in Chicago named Brandon Johnson. But it turns out that blacks are the worst racists because they're the nastiest when they get racist. They are so despicable, so obnoxious, so ungrateful, so unpatriotic. They're nothing but traitors. And, you know, they turn on everybody, and they turn on themselves. They turn on their own family. They shoot their own communities up. They kill each other. They're horrible, awful people. Terrible. I just want to quote, I'll check on that. Hello?
Yeah, that's what those people. It should be black people because they were the most oppressed group. And she said some really even more extreme things. She said the only people who should be congressionally recognized as citizens of the United States are white and black people. And that all other races of Americans should not be in the same standing in terms of citizenry or citizenship.
Anybody want to unpack that? Maybe
Black people are terrible.
No, actually, it's just low IQ. It's racism, really, and it's stupidity. And you witnessed it, Grim. You heard it firsthand how ignorant it is. They are so hypocritical and so stupid. The people on this app, I'm not saying the black monolith that doesn't exist. I'm saying the stupid fucking left wokest. The black left woke on this app are dumb as fuck. Hello?
She even went so far as to say that all other races should be kicked out of the country and sent back to wherever they came from.
Well, if they're illegal, you know.
No, I mean, she meant straight up all, like, anyone who's not white or black, basically.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. If they're illegal, Othello, come on, let's be honest. You'd be happy to have more left voters here in this country to support your cause, right? You don't care if they're illegal aliens.
Grim, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of white people say the same thing. They even.
And another thing, sorry, I'm just kind of saying as I recall, they were clearly saying that, they explicitly said that they think that the black race is the superior race. And they were under the impression that I was all about saying that Asians are superior. I wasn't. Like, that's not what I'm about.
Well, they probably looked at your name and then they assumed.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
And my intent is not to take over the country, but they said that their intention was. That was another thing. They want to take over the country.
You find a lot of black people adopting these extremist ideas. A lot of them are actually turning right wing. A lot of them, foundational black Americans, are actually in alignment with white Americans, white right wingers. It's going.
In Othello's opinion. Remember, there's no data to back up what he's saying. It's just his opinion, everybody. Let's see some data on that, Othello. Let's see a link or something other than one man's opinion to claim that black people are becoming right-wing extremists, when it's actually just the exact opposite. They're all left-wing extremists. And when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, if you went to politically correct, you could hear all the left wokists led by gay black men screaming, "Oh, thank God that Charlie Kirk is dead! Thank God that white boy racist is dead!" You should hear the gay black men on this app. You want to talk about sociopaths and psychopaths? All you got to do is listen to a gay black man on this app for 20 to 30 minutes, and you will realize they are psychotic, they are neurotic, and they're homicidal, and sometimes they're suicidal. But generally, they're just low IQ. I'll rest my case. Hello? And again, they're left woke Democrats. They're not right-wing conservatives. They are left-wing, woke, racist, hypocritical, gay Democrats. That's what they are. Not what Othello says. Everything Othello says is a propaganda. Hello?
Wait, hold on. Let me let this Jewish guy finish. Rich, let me ask you a question. Isn't SIG right-wing? Isn't people like Anthony and a lot of these people that are popping up with these right-wing ideologies popping up here and left and right? You have a lot of black people that voted for Trump. And a lot of black people are now siding with ICE because they feel like if you kick the immigrants out, then that'll open up housing, that'll open up jobs. Yeah, you do have black people embracing right-wing ideologies.
Yeah, you got one guy called Sig who leads a room with a bunch of white people and a bunch of Jews. One big black man. That's it, Othello. If Sig is your data, your evidence, again, it's just your stupid opinion. Get some fucking links in the chat. Hello?
They know I'm right.
No, they don't know you're right. They know I'm right and that you're just a fucking propagandist, misinformationist dumbass. You spread stupid information because you're stupid. You're fucking stupid. That's what you are. And this is your roast, stupid.
You're LARPing at
Okay, you're LARPing. You're LARPing as a white wizard from Lord of the Rings, you fucking idiot.
In Egypt. You don't even know what that is. You're just skimming the surface and going with like the mainstream fucking magician. Shut the fuck up.
Going with the mainstream magician. Oh, okay. Sig is your evidence that blacks are all turning towards Trump and are conservatives.
Anything about Aleister Crowley.
Oh, it's called poetry, you stupid fucking moron. I'm complete, and I'm done talking to you, you fucking loser.
So how do you feel, Othello?
About what?
About the whole thing about America.
I think that when black foundational Americans and white Americans, when we unite, you'll see the golden age in the United States.
Really? Wait. So you're excluding all other races? Only white and black?
No, No, I'm not excluding. You guys can be here. What I'm saying is like.
You guys can be here. I like that phrasing.
Yeah. What I'm
Well,
saying
that's what I was trying to tell you earlier, Grim. Like, Black Americans. You remember how I told you they kind of look at, like, white Americans are kind of the last people they look at. Often it's because they all white Americans and Black Americans, at least a lot of them, largely they've been here for like 400 years. So they look at each other as countrymen, even though they're a different race. They look at you guys as all
Kind of like siblings who fight at times but still got each other's back because they got that long relationship.
Yeah, but they look at Asians, who obviously
as like the adopted child.
That came much later, and so they don't look at. They basically have a nativist image where this country. So
Okay, I have to stop my workout. I gotta give you my little spiel alone. Is that all right?
Well, yeah, don't get me wrong. I see you guys as equal, but I'm just.
But the way that you said that, though, the way you worded that, though, was.
Tumultuous history, white, black, right?
But the way you said you guys can be here. No, but the way you said it gave me the impression that you already established the positioning that you're the default and I'm the one who's just, kind of the new kid on the block.
No, I'm just separating you into individual categories.
All right, and you didn't need you didn't have any connotation to that sentence. All right, just the way you said that, though. I don't know.
I'm saying that blacks and whites have a long, tumultuous history with each other, and we gotta make that shit right. When we make the shit right, we don't have to
Oh, okay. I took you the wrong way. I thought you meant that only by having white and blacks cooperate and collaborate will the nation get better off. I thought that was.
Yeah, we all gotta pay the black tax to make it right. They want the free money. They want to tax you and get that tax money with the black tax.
Hey, come on. That's shrieking.
is fucking This is the same guy you kicked out earlier.
All right, but yeah, come on. I'm using a.
He has a similar view. So most people, like including myself, think that like the 1965 Immigration Act was the worst thing to happen to our country. And I'm not being hyperbolic there. I literally believe it. I want the country to remain overwhelmingly white. That's a view that, quite a few of us have. But while acknowledging that, we may have a problem with blacks and their behaviors and their demands, but we don't look at them as non-Americans.
But we had this discussion before, right, Pepe? And it's up to your racial group, the white people, to maintain that majority by making sure that you guys have enough children with each and every next generation.
But see, Grim, that's how everybody else thinks. It's just in-group, out-group, and what you're seeing, this is what white people do not do. They don't do what you just said, because that's like dissolve. That's like thinking in the past. And nowadays, every white person is a fucking Democrat, and they're all liberal. So that type of perspective will never, ever occur, no matter how hard or how fascist or how crazy the situation gets with wars or famine or currency. White people in this country just don't act that way. They've completely dissolved into the network. It's only black people and Asian people that want to call themselves out and say, we want special identity politic privilege, and we want to tax the white people. You know how fucking stupid that is?
I'll say this. There is like a double standard, right? Whereas I look at black and whites and Native Americans to be the primary, to be like blooded, not quite blooded, so like, we're like the original Americans. A lot of whites, including myself, we do kind of contradict ourselves. Like, I would take an Asian or Hispanic woman, but I'm not a black woman. Like, I don't really, would rather, we do kind of, a lot of us do kind of have, we do kind of have like an order
not date beautiful women. Is that why you were accusing me of being gay earlier? Because you're actually a bisexual? If you don't think all women are beautiful and beauty is beauty, then again, I'll just say you're low IQ and stupid.
Nobody said you can't find a black woman attractive. Nobody said that.
Universe, you're bringing down the quality of the conversation, please.
When I was growing up, black parents, they didn't let us be friends with their sons and stuff. We go to each other's houses and all of that stuff. But it's kind of known by the time you're in high school that, like, yeah, they don't want you, sure, some don't want you talking to their daughter, though. I mean, they had a preference. And that's that.
Can you refresh me on the last thing you said, Othello, because it was very compelling. You said America should be such and such way. Stop. So, Othello, you said something along the lines of that America should be this way in terms of race. I just don't remember exactly what you said. Something you said triggered me. If you could just get right to the jugular. And you said it would be better for America to be like X, Y, and Z in terms of race. I just don't remember exactly what it was you said.
When I said that blacks and whites need to fix this kind of age-old curse that we have with each other.
No. Well, no. I think it was something like you were saying. Black people have some position or quality that makes them special in a way.
Okay. Well, I was just talking about industry. You know, if blacks and whites came together, and we knew how much power that we have. You know, like in industry, in culture, in entertainment. You know what I mean? And like if you see Turning Point USA, right? They're going through a whole rebranding of white people, whereas they're like, okay, it's okay to be white, right? But they're struggling to galvanize the youth, and they're struggling to get to kind of like bring in that cool factor to get people really on board. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
that
wasn't it.
Hold on. Let me just get this out because let me get one idea out. So if their whole shtick is to run like a "it's okay to be white" kind of revival, you know what I mean? I think that's limiting. Why don't you just unite on an American thing and get unite blacks and whites, since we control all these major industries and have this influence, all over the world, Why don't we just unite as Americans and unite under one banner and really get this shit popping and really have a golden age? I think people are limiting themselves when they only focused on their specific community.
Okay, but there was definitely something that you said that tipped me off that you were like very much pro-black. There was something that you said, but never mind. We have it on replay anyway. But I have a response to both you guys, Pepe and you. So America, I'm probably just saying things you already know, but as time went on, the Constitution and other key documents of the nation were reinterpreted to mean something different. They were reinterpreted to apply broadly to all people, and the Constitution was held up to a more idealistic standard of like moral values, human rights. It became it entered a more abstract realm or space, and pulled more away from being like an ethnic based sort of philosophy. So now you have people of all different races in America, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, and so on, who have the same rights, right, as a citizen. So theoretically, any individual is with enough ambition can achieve any sort of position in America. And so this is how the rules of the game have been established now. And what that has allowed is for anyone to vie for these positions, as long as they, are determined and, ingenious enough to maneuver, jockey, strategize into getting into these positions.
And Grim,
So,
that's very true, Grim. I like the way you phrase some of these things. But I
Bitch
think,
that got hired.
I think for me, from my perspective,
So basically,
I had to learn the game by
listen.
myself. Somebody was teaching me the game, right? I had to go explore it. I had to go find it. I feel like in America, if you have somebody teaching you the game that's actually going to lead to prosperity, you're lucky. And, Yas and I got into it earlier, but one thing we agree on is like being black is not a monolith. But just in general, there's some Asian people in America who would do really well, but they have poor guidance. The stuff they're saying, you're clearly well informed, and that's either from your own doing or from your family's doing. But not all people have that. That's kind of like actually a little bit of a liberty, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. You know the difference between a native-born American and an immigrant? One is in a state of peace, while the other is in a warlike soldier mindset. I don't want to be complacent and feel like I'm, waddling in a peaceful vibe like such a hippo in the mud. I am definitely thinking that every second that passes, it's war. It's wartime for me. And that's the kind of mindset that I have. Not that I'm just against everybody around me or anything like that, but just the ferocity of wanting to be the most that I can be, just the level of ambition and drive to just achieve as much as I can. I feel that it's different between an immigrant and a native born. And so, what can I say? I think that may be part of the reason why Americans with numerous generations having been in America have become somewhat complacent. And that has definitely weakened their competitiveness in this very competitive country. When you got all different races in a single country, you're going to have a shit ton of cutthroat competition. But the silver lining is that with such intense competition, you'll have excellence. I can compare this with the Olympics. The Olympics is where you get the best of the best, the world-class athletes to compete against each other to see who's best, right? So it's kind of the same idea here.
Grim, in 1861 to 65, Grim, you gotta realize this country had a civil war.
I'm also here to dominate, Othello.
He's a dominator, Othello. But what you don't understand is,
more power to you, brother.
in 1861 to 1865, 1 million Americans killed themselves, and there were 1.5 million casualties in the Civil War. This country tore itself apart over slavery. And the reparations were paid then by the people that died, or any other benefits derived thereof. But to make claims that a black tax and reparations is the only way to solve this rift between white and black man in America is so stupid and so ignorant. It shows no spirituality. It shows no logic, no philosophical understanding, or legal or law comprehension whatsoever. It's purely political. It's Marxist and communist and socialist and stupid. And anybody here who makes that argument, if Othello thinks he's entitled to money, or he knows people that are entitled to money, I gotta say, you should all just read a fucking book, jerk off, smoke a drink, have a tequila, and realize you got what you got, and there's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe. And the more you complain, the more you're just gonna get put into a complaint department. It's pointless.
I really want to tell you something though.
What, okay, I just want to, I just
All right, go ahead.
Did anybody say anything about reparations, like this whole time? Like, did I say?
Not yet. We haven't brought that up yet.
Okay, so universe is just kind of like making false claims and kind of like projecting. Seems like. Anyway.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
No, I'm playing 3D chess. I'm 3 moves ahead of you, and I live in Chicago, where our mayor is constantly reminding us that white people have to pay black people in the city reparations, a black tax, a reparations tax. So don't tell me that I'm projecting. I'm witnessing and observing your race's bullshit, your race's traitorship. It's all criminality, fraud, and taxation. Taxation is theft. I rest my case.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But what he just
you're doing overgeneralizations. Okay, go ahead, Grim.
Well, what he just said might slightly counter what I was about to say, which is when a person, any person of any background, vies for a leadership position in American society, whether that's mayor, governor, or even president of the country, when they're campaigning to get people to follow them, they wouldn't use rhetoric like I am doing this for the Asian people or for the white people. That would be a quick way to not get to that position, right? The rhetoric is always they are doing their if you elect me, if you vote for me, I will do what's best for all the people. And the point here is that there's a strategy to getting to that top leadership position. There's a sort of way that you maneuver into it, and there are ways that you convey certain messages, and any race of person can do that. Is my point. An Asian person can do that. A black person can do that. A Middle Eastern person can do that. And so that is how people reach leadership positions, is they know how to play the game in a way. So if white people have been doing this, and the vast majority of high-level, powerful, and influential positions in American society are occupied by white Americans, they've been left mostly unchallenged in these positions that usually multiple people would be vying for. So I do think that a big part of why I'm even starting this Asian American empowerment movement, which I'm planning on making a YouTube channel for, and obviously here's my house for it, and it's.
Oh, where'd they go? Oh, damn, they left. My bad.
So what I'm really trying to do is to eradicate racism against Asians. And I figured that in order to do so, I would have to accomplish two big things, which wouldn't happen in my lifetime, but still, I would try to contribute all that I can to make my small dent in the matter. One is population, and I haven't figured out how to do it, but we definitely need more population of Asians in America. Secondly, it's like what I just said, the more occupation of powerful positions in the country. And I feel like with these two things and other things too, it can change the image of how people see Asians, particularly Asian Americans. See, and I'll give you one example of what I mean. Still to this day, not many other things too. The majority of Americans are still not used to seeing an Asian person speaking with a more or less perfect English accent. And that's just because there aren't that many of us in the first place. And okay, sure. I said that. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
And you know, being the other.
Grim, you're way off.
We get mocked. People say ching chong and pull the sides of their eyes.
Grim, your data's way off.
Because there aren't enough of us to show them that we too can be just as American.
Grim, your data is way off. You need to post a link to your data that actually confirms what you're saying. Because my high school, and I'm white, supposedly white, my high school is 60% Asian, majority Indian, tons of South Koreans, few Chinese, but mostly Indian. The Indians have invaded America for 40, 50 years now to a very high degree. And again, it's only because there's 1.3 billion of them. And with China too, there's 1.3 billion people in China. If you wonder why there's so many engineers, it's because of the law of large numbers, and there are so many Indians and so many Chinese. That's why you have so many engineers that come from those countries. I rest my case.
Only 6 million South Asians in America.
You wouldn't judge high schools by the amount of Asians. High schools only. We're talking about roads.
Yo, Grim.
There's actually a lot more to that. It's just misidentified.
Grim, I hear you talking about the overt racism.
No, because the bro was talking about, my high school has got more Asians than fucking Pakistanis. All right, it's the Indians. Are the Indians?
I'm talking about the whole range of racism.
Are you specifically talking about like East Asians when you say like Asian American empowerment, or does that apply all over the board?
No, it doesn't apply. So I have a simple, what I call the Asian test. It's very simple. If you look like you could be on the receiving end of like that crude Asian joke or humor that I kind of mentioned about pulling eyes and making fun of the way Chinese people sound.
He said
Or saying ching chong and all of that kind of stuff, right? Yeah.
So there are 15 million Asians and 6 million Indians. 6 million South Asians, which include Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, countries like that. 6 million of those.
Night King, would you make fun of these Chinese people with your nigger chicken loving lips?
No, I wouldn't, you fucking gook, fucking Italian drag queen looking dumb bitch. So him, like Pepe here is like a narcissist, fake Italian, fake Mexican, fake Chinese person sometimes too. I just gave you a new character. Take it. I actually grew up in a community next to Asians and stuff like that. So there's a predominantly like Hmong population as far as just like our Asian community where I'm at.
No, but he's asking where it is.
Shut up. Shut up.
15 million out of 45 million.
Anyway, that's not too
65 million Hispanics and nearly 200
nobody
million
can
whites.
stand to tell candidates. Are you kidding me?
I can see like how they're scattered amongst like the population, right? And so
Before it's the ideology based on Pakistanis lying.
right? I asked you like, hey, which Asians are you talking about? And you actually specify like, East Asians and stuff
In the
like that.
phenotypical sense, yes.
Yes.
On surface appearance.
And that's just because
So that disqualifies
other things too. I would try to
Asians.
Yeah, they have their own percentage, which is 6%.
We're free to move again. So I thought you realized.
Chicago.
I grew up next to Laotians and Hmongs and Koreans and all that kind of stuff.
That's
And I'm
one
an
final
Asian
question
arts
before I let you go.
practitioner.
We've talked about it time and time again on Chicago Report, continuing takeovers.
Chicago, we're free to move again. Let
It has nothing to do with what I'm going to ignore you. So, what I'm saying is, I learned like a long time ago, like as a little kid, like to have like a lot of respect for, different communities and stuff like that. And I actually had a lot of Asian friends. So the people that you're talking about that made fun of them and shit like that, I used to beat they ass. I used to kick they fucking ass. We used to kill them on the playground. Not literally, but like beat they fucking ass.
I get it. No, I get it. No, it's cool.
Well, you know, Grim, what you're talking about is more like Grim,
Always be ready to survive alone.
stereotypes.
This is your moment to grab free necklaces. Tap here now. Answer 2 quick questions, and we'll send extra cash over
Black people are like this. You know, that's more so stereotypes. I would say the racism that you find, I would say don't try and fight racism. Like, yeah, you can, but I would spend more time like.
Oh, I just asked because Indian is Sikh.
Hold on. I would more so try and fight the covert, subtle racism that you can find in Asian communities against other people. So I know for a fact that your parents, they're like, don't bring a black person home.
He said he beats them up.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that. Give me a second. So I know that your parents and whatnot, they have subtle racism towards black people and people of different races. So they say, don't bring a black person to this house. Don't date a black person. You know, but doesn't that go on?
Yes, you're right. I think generally, but my parents are pretty cool, so they weren't like that.
Actually like detrimental racism.
No. He's from a good place. But
All right,
hold on.
Nike is not from a good place. He's a Sikh.
All right, I don't think he's gonna.
Who's a Sikh?
I think I need to remove him because.
Sorry, you like to Sikh. I meant. Sorry, I meant like you like to Sikh. Sorry.
You know what? I need to set a standard for a certain level of English proficiency. Purple, you're blurting out too much. Hey, I want to say something to rest my case while I have you guys here.
Why, Grim? Are you a Sikh by any chance? Not that hasty.
The Sikhs, yeah, like him.
Look, I got away. Okay. Okay, so this is actually I wish Pepe could hear me. This is more for him, I think, than anyone. So I came to America when I was 4 in 1994, and I'm so thankful that I feel so lucky and fortunate that I got to grow up here in America because I grew up in this great environment of such freedom. I've become the kind of person that I have, outspoken, bold, brave, and free thinking. Had I grown up, what is that the right? Had I lived in Korea all my life, I'm definitely sure that I wouldn't have turned out the way that I did. I would have been just another Korean guy among the crowd, nameless, just another nobody. But here, I was able to develop this personality and attitude that's larger than life, and it's thanks to America, growing up here. So my point is that I developed this way because I grew up here, and I'm Asian. So it's possible for more Asians to also be like me. So the point is that the biggest reason why, the biggest thing you'll get out of growing up in America is being as free of a human being that any society the world has seen yet could offer.
And that's because of the law. There's only one thing that gives us that joy. It's the law. And when you break the law, you have to suffer the consequences. But in this country, there are no consequences for breaking the law anymore. You're released on an ankle monitor, and then you go commit the crime again on the train. And you go light some girl on fire, or slice her throat. Or you kidnap some white kid and abuse him in your house for weeks on end. There's no consequences in this country. It's because of woke Democrat judges. I rest my case.
Please, one more just last follow-up comment there is, for all those who were born and raised here or born here, well, lucky for you. You consider yourself lucky as hell. And for all of us, the rest of us who claw our way to, you know, start a new life in America, good on you if you succeed.
You're a legend. Peter, you're a legend in life.
But once
Peter,
we're all here, okay, once we're all here, native born or immigrant, it's go time. It's competition. So the last words I would say is let the best man win.
I would say this. There's a bunch of things. So I think even when it's mostly white people, we still make racist jokes. Like, you see how I was talking, I mean, Knight knows me, he knows I'm playing. I don't talk to him like that in a serious manner. But, like, we all do kind of make fun of each other. That is, like, what men have always done. We make, like, race jokes towards each other. And that includes accents, and we just make fun of each other. It's, like, I think kind of normal. And whites do it amongst each other in terms of, you know, whatever sub-ethnicity they are of European descent. And I would say it's kind of interesting because, like, I went to a Catholic school. Now my elementary Catholic school, that was one of the churches that had a Korean mass. It had masses in Korean, and so we had Korean nuns and stuff. You had a few Korean kids, but I mean, my experience is that you said you're of Korean descent. Koreans are perhaps the most westernized in a weird way than all the other Asians, and for whatever reason they don't see, you have little Korean towns, but it's like who hangs out there? It's like the old ladies and the old men from the old country, and that's like really all you see. The kids the first generation are almost completely assimilated. Unlike where it can be a little bit different with the Chinese. Some of them do assimilate, but I would say often they're far more likely to remain in their little ethnic enclaves. And you know, you would kind of see it. You saw it for a generation or two when it came to even the Vietnamese and Laotians and Cambodians and stuff, but. Yeah, it's weird. I don't really. Do you live in a place where there's even a Korean community? Or are you just one of the Koreans that, like the few that's sprinkled in amongst a bunch of other people?
Someone way earlier asked me, where in California am I from? I grew up in Santa Cruz as a kid, and then starting in middle school. Sorry for huffing and puffing. I'm almost done with my workout. I moved to Monterey and did middle and high school there. But I'm over here in New York now. But anyway, where I grew up in Santa Cruz, Monterey area, they were nice areas. And
no, I've been there. I've been to them. Yeah.
But yeah, there were Korean.
I knew you were Northern Cali. I knew it. I would have bet my bank account on it.
But I mean, I'm just curious though. So you didn't pick up like the whites and Mexicans making fun of each other quite a bit?
No. That didn't happen so much in the schools I went to.
Okay.
I grew up. I lived in a small town next to Monterey called Pacific Grove. Maybe. And
holy shit! Really?
Some of you guys may have heard of.
My brother and my brother's wife and niece. That is so crazy.
It's a
he's not
very
gonna
nice
say that,
area.
is he? Yeah, so they live in Pacific Grove.
Yeah, more people will know about Pebble Beach, which is next to that too.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I had a pretty good. See, what I tell people is I only really started to face way more racism. In fact, almost like, well, I mean, I did get little pokes and prods when I was growing up as a kid, but barely anything compared to once I became an adult. Because, you know, people aren't going to really pick on kids in a racist way. But once you're all grown up, you'll face more of it. And also, there are softer ways that I'm affected, like dating, you know. Try being an Asian guy on a dating app. You won't fare very well.
Can I ask a question if you don't mind answering? How tall are you?
No.
I'm 5'6".
5'6". All right. Well, I mean,
I'm 5'6" and a half, but of course I'll round down.
but I would say that with Asians, I think that the biggest problem with them is that women in the West have like Western standards for like height and that kind of shit. Whereas, you know, obviously the Asians are on average, you know, a few inches shorter than us. And so, yeah, Koreans are kind of an exception. They tend to be a little bit taller.
Yeah, I take after my mom. My mom's short.
But, I mean, if you compare them, like if I can only imagine if I moved to like American Samoa and trying to date there, all of it would be like, first of all, I'd have to find women that are taller than me, you know? And yeah, it'd probably be rough.
Oh man, you're a handsome gentleman, man. Go downtown to Soho, you know what I mean, get you a bag of cocaine, get you a section. Oh God, talk to you.
A bag of cocaine in a section is nuts. Yo, why you telling them that, Bello?
When you said that you're from Monterey and all that, that changes the game for me. Dude, honestly, were there any black people near you when you were growing up? Like what percent of your...
No, not in my school, but then you go to the next city over and it's Seaside. And then you'll have,
Yeah, Seaside, get it in.
Yeah, but then also just culturally speaking, from what I know about that area around San Francisco, from a perspective of like the American dream and education, it is probably one of like top 2 or 3 most competitive areas in the country for that kind of stuff. So I'm starting to kind of follow just geographically and culturally like, what part of California you're from, and kind of some of the stuff you're saying and why it's making more sense to me personally.
And not bragging at all, it's like one of the best areas in California.
I'm aware. I went to University of Chicago, and we had a lot of kids. I hired a lot of kids from there actually. So one other thing though, man, that you're kind of saying, like you're giving your vision of like, you know, this room, your YouTube channel, this and that, and I don't want to correct you because I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong.
I've heard it all, so go ahead.
Yeah, but there's some big factors that you're kind of missing, because to me, the way I'm framing what you're saying is, I think that you're not content with the power dynamics and the influence dynamics of Asian American men in this country.
No, actually, I said it earlier. It's not even that. I'm not disgruntled by the low representation of Asians in powerful positions. It's about the racism that Asians get, and I thought a solution to that, one of the solutions, is to have more Asians in powerful positions.
Sure, but wait, look, black people, we get racism. Hispanic people get racism. What's so special about you? I'm confused.
Because the way we get made fun of, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I've as far back as I can remember, I always detested it, and I always was so enraged by it. Which it's going to be part of my material, part of my content. That was my natural reaction. Therefore, I believe that is the correct reaction to have.
I mean, respectfully, I feel like to experience racism is to be American or to be foreign or to be not of the original people. It's not exclusive to you, and I don't want to be insensitive, but it just sounds like you're maybe hypersensitive, or you're trying to launch more of a public campaign on how it feels, which I can understand that. But
let me make one little distinction. So for black Americans, they get made fun of, by being called the N-word and being called slummy and things like that. But it's all in the context of in America. They don't. Whereas Asian people, they get made fun of for how Asians are in Asia. You see the distinction? African American.
No, that's not true.
Black American people. But generally though.
Make fun of
from
him.
my life experience. But you see what I mean, though. You understood what I meant. I've hardly seen any black Americans get made fun of saying like, oh, look at you're like Kitover
and we will compare them to Africans and monkeys and apes. And what I think is kind of different about the Asian racism is, at the end of the day, white people have a respect for Asians because they're hardworking, they tend to be intelligent, and there's no bad. But when it comes to black people, we criticize, we do it in both the maybe like friendly ways. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Black Americans, they can't wait
She hasn't spoken to you.
Let me finish my point. She's trying to talk over the time.
Is like a narcissist.
No, shut the fuck up and let me finish my fucking point. But when it comes to black people,
It's not even a real white dude.
it can be like us just kind of making fun of something like, oh, they like chicken, nothing too bad. But then it can go in straight into us.
About the fact you're
Shut
not
up,
white.
you dumb bitch.
You're not white. Stop coping. You're not
Alright, let me
fucking
finish my
white.
fucking point, bitch. God damn.
Bitch, you're
We
more
don't
brown
care,
than
you're a
me.
fucking
You're
black-
blacker than me.
Yeah, you shut your black ass
You're
up.
a fucking white, bro. He's the
Whether
money.
you agree or not,
But can he land?
okay, let's let him. Right, let's let him finish, and then Vel can.
Cause he clapping his dick suckers like a little bitch.
Yeah. Go ahead and get those black booty cheeks pounded.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You're a fucking tapeworm.
Just let him land, y'all, and we gonna
Would have got the shit smacked out of him, bro. You could finish, but just hurry up. We don't.
Okay, zip it, chimp. Now, all I'm trying to say is, when we will use the most belittling and like dehumanizing language to them, and then like when we end up doing it to black people, though, we can point out to how black people are doing all over the world. We literally compare them to monkeys and say how they're fucking stupid and they're born lesser than. Like, that is the difference, I think, between the racism blacks get and Asians get. Asians, we compare you to people from East Asia and go ching chong ha ha ha, like that kind of stuff. I get it. It's annoying, but
Alright.
it's.
But what he's saying is that the race.
Alright, can I go now? Because I've been listening for a while. And I've been patiently waiting. Thank you. I've been listening for a while. And Grim, we absolutely do not need to change the aesthetic of America to look like you. That would be very depressing. I don't want to walk past the men who are 5'4".
Oh, man. Well, thanks for confirming the room and our theory about black supremacy. Thank you very much, Val.
I'm not around the kids no more.
You see the trigger. You see how I'm triggered?
Let that black person speak. Let her
Alright,
wait,
can
let her-
I finish speaking to Grim?
Yeah, let her have her say.
Okay, Grim. So absolutely not. I think you guys deserve your own enclave so that you guys can be our worker class. I do believe that you are our new worker class that we need.
You hear this
You're
shit?
already doing better than whites. What are you talking about?
I know that,
Largely
but
part
they
of the
have to
professional
We
work.
class.
don't want you to take it. You should get your own enclave and be a worker
They
class.
have to work to do that. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them spending the best years of their life slaving for the American system. Pepe,
Did you miss the?
what do you want? Go ahead. Did I miss one?
Did you miss the part when I said that because I grew up here for the majority of my life since I was 4 years old, I developed the personality that I have, the attitude that I have, the ambition, the worldview that I have. And had I grown up in Korea, I would definitely not have been the same person.
I mean, you probably would have been raised on fried chicken. You probably would have been a half African American, half Korean mutt baby from wars. It's a lot of different realities you could have landed in. We know that a lot of your Southern Korean women are easy licks, and unfortunately, a lot of Black American men population over there. So I mean, I guess you missed that by a little bit of a slim shot. But Grim, I'm just from listening to you for the last hour, and I've been very patient. We absolutely don't need you here. I heard you try to pronounce a couple words and you couldn't really do it. It's really embarrassing because I heard you in another one talking about the Black American accent.
No. Okay, my response to you, look, this is my response. It's real quick and simple. Is go ahead and try and stop us.
You're gonna stop yourself. You're Korean.
No.
You're Korean. Chinese people don't even like you like that.
Come on.
Like you're coping. Chinese people don't even see you as an equal. You're coping right now.
Wait, who's next? Because I want to get in here.
You are the lesser class of. Excuse me, can I finish? You are the lesser class of Asians. Like Chinese people do not look at you as
They're
a
the higher class of Asians.
And the
you
fact
fucking
that
stupid? They look down. They're known for looking down on the Chinese.
why
The
are
only
we
people who look down on them
mixed
are the
race?
fucking Japanese.
Why are we listening to this mixed race?
Hold on. I got you back.
It's a mixed
Grim,
race.
I got you. This one line. Okay, so Vil, they are one of the higher echelon of Asians. He's from the Samsung culture, right? The Sony culture, right? The music, the K-pop, BTS culture, right? And so, hold on. Because a lot of them over there own the masters of the people that you grew up listening to. One being Michael Jackson, right? Not
They
directly
still
to
have
my
our
uncle.
music.
Of course. But they got it. No matter how they got it, they got it.
They stole our fried chicken.
Hey, I want to. All right, here.
Cool.
Okay.
I just wanted to lay it out on the line right here where y'all sit.
That was a nice cold
line
tone.
of Asians.
She's harsh.
Yeah. No, she's just a Black American woman. She's regular. All I'm saying is, hold on. All I'm saying is, where they sit though, far as like the hierarchy of Asians, would be more closer to the top than the bottom. Especially him. You're South Korean, right?
They're at the top with the Japanese.
Hold on. We gotta get specifications. Grim, you're from a South Korean culture, right?
I'll tell you, like,
He wouldn't be North Korean. Hello.
I didn't come from the country you can't leave from.
So hold on.
I didn't come from the country you can't leave from.
Hold on. Wait, who came from where? My Hapkido teacher and my Taekwondo teacher was also from that. So you're actually in the more middle line. Shit, man, you damn near.
Wait, so Night King, are you foreign? Wait, Night King, are you foreign? Wait, are you a foreigner, Night King? Because he said.
No, I am a.
Let's not forget what Vel said here, which was incredibly racist. She said she wants you South Koreans to live in an enclave and to be the worker class. She doesn't like you, and she wants you to serve her, and you have to live separately. She believes in Jim Crow laws and slavery servitude to serve her. You heard it, I heard it, and I didn't know black supremacy was a thing.
Those Thai lady boys look better than black women, though. That's the problem.
Let me tell you historical context.
That's just keeping fire shit on my head. Now I need to.
I got you. I'll pass it right back.
This man just said lady boys are more attractive than women.
I said Thai lady boys are more attractive than black women.
You're still a shitter leg. You know what that is?
Just chill.
Black women are built like linebackers. I don't need to be attracted to them.
Yeah,
Oh man, now y'all want to fight.
than you, Pepper.
Well, y'all be
White boys are frail. That's why they don't get picked for sport.
I got my final response. My final response to
Did you know that Grim is 5'4"?
Hold on, he's 5'4". You're the 5'4". Misogyny laws ended and shit like that. We actually were closer in culture, working together, right? Fighting together when it come to wars and all sorts of other shit. So that's why you can see what you mentioned, right, with the fried chicken recipe and all that shit. That shit was more than just
Black Americans still going over there.
Yeah, but in World War II, they didn't even. In World War II, they didn't allow blacks to go to the front line and fight with the whites because
You were
the
there.
fear. No, but the reason. No, this is why we know. And the reason why is because.
We got a lot of confused men.
No, the reason why is because they were afraid. They were afraid that the white people, the white troops would end up shooting the black
actual
over
facts.
history that you would have never.
Yeah, but we know this. It's well admitted.
You don't know it. You had to learn.
It's literally, it's been fucking proven. What the fuck are you talking about? It's part of our history.
It's part of our history.
They never let black troops fight on the front line with white troops. The only black troops that could fight on the front line were by themselves. They were never allowed to go with white troops. Oh, by the way, they did. By the way, yeah, but when it comes to Hispanics, Native Americans, and Asians, they fought on the first lines with whites.
And who did you fight with? Cause your ass ain't you.
No, we're talking about the history of the United States when it came to. He's trying to say, look, because like we didn't always fight together. I mean, let's just be real.
Aren't you from Corsica?
No, I was born here.
Stop lying, nigga. You said you was.
Oh, it was a troll. It was a troll.
Nah, nigga.
No, it's not a troll. He's actually from there. We know Pepe.
No, I know.
You was born in Corsica. Why are you lying?
That I know.
I was literally born here.
People don't remember.
I don't even speak French. Like, what the fuck?
You're from Corsica, my dude.
Oh,
Corsica speak French.
Lies. Stop your lies.
Hold on. Let Grim get it because he did have a word.
This ain't true.
You look like a light-skinned fucking woman with a tight haircut. What are you talking about?
I got this great speech I kind of put together in my mind. I don't know if it'll come out right, but if you'll allow me, maybe it'll be a few minutes. I don't know. Okay, so the first thing I would say to you, Belle, is we're not going to stop coming. We're going to keep trying to come. And for you
Pepe's about to have a whole lot of lady boys coming in.
Deport.
All right, so
deport them out.
Keep on coming.
For you to tell
Lady
me
boys coming for your whole ass.
for you to tell me that me and my people should stop coming here and should go back, that actually causes the opposite of what you want. You know, by hearing that, I want to defy you even more. And let's see. Let me say one more thing. You know, I don't know how much you know about Korean history, but we are a proud people with a long, noble history. A history filled with royalty, nobility, kingdoms, kings, emperors.
You ain't come from none of that though.
And fast forward to, I'm full-blooded Korean.
Yeah, but bitch, you came from a bunch of nappy-headed ancestors that were literally chucking spears and so our own fucking people. That's what the fuck you were. That's the kind of royalty you come from, so shut the fuck up. You fucking nappy-headed half-chimp, fucking hybrid, shut the fuck up.
I know y'all like lady boys.
You trying to get it back.
I know y'all like lady
trying to get it back.
Oh yeah, Pepe loves his lady boys. That's why he's excited
trying to
for
stick up for the Asian dude, just so you can get some Asian poom poom.
All right,
But Grim.
Hold on. You didn't know I was back here long enough to rocket launcher, right? So let me let you know something. Those are only certain Asians and certain Koreans, right? There are some that's been decimated, like the Silla culture, right? Yeah, hold on.
I don't give a shit about none of that.
Hold on. We can't look. We can't overlook because contextually,
Them
right?
niggas wearing makeup and shit now. Nobody
Some of this
cares.
shit do matter. Yeah, the men too. That's true. And that's
They wear makeup. I don't want to hear about them. I don't give a fuck.
Hold on. But you in the room with them. So you gotta hear
Yeah,
about
because we can't talk about black supremacy.
Yeah.
Not white, not Asian supremacy.
Hold on.
Yeah, but Asians are superior. Asians are superior to your black monkey ass. That's the problem.
What you don't know is I'm the mud dick eater. But look, Grim, how do you feel about? I'm almost done. But how do you feel about those Korean men dyeing their hair, painting their nails, putting on makeup?
That's
real effeminate.
Absolute. Right. Just
I was trying to get to that.
Okay, but which group of men has the highest participation rate in the LGBTQ community? It is literally black males. They're overrepresented in the United States. Being black gets gay, black gets gay. Put it down,
They're overly recognized.
Can't even talk right.
Go ahead, girl. You want to?
Bless all, folks.
Shut up.
Yeah, go ahead. Let this nappy-headed sister speak.
Yeah,
Yeah, because she talking shit to me, and I'm trying to take over.
Five, six, like think about this. Imagine if every man in this country was like 5'4", like.
You know, technically every war is actually just a spear sucker war. And if we were to compare kingdoms and kings and nobility from large architecturally based cities to mud huts in the Senegal, what's important to know is that you have witnessed on this stage a female acting like a black supremacist, telling a Korean that he can have an enclave and that he'll have to serve her. Looks like we've done this science experiment, we've proven our hypothesis. Congratulations, Grim.
He can't even get his message out fully and properly, but calling someone else below 70 IQ.
That's how short men are. They just start rambling. They just angry little people.
Right. And for Pepe, where Pepe? Oh, Pepe, you let a Jew cook you on stage about Iranian conflict.
Which one?
So, some little Jewish dude, that was like 3 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago.
There was one Jew from Canada that likes to get this. He's a recent convert. He didn't cook.
He still cooked you. He still embarrassed you. He embarrassed you. You looked like you had an IEP for a teacher. You had sounded like you actually saw, and he sunned you. You look like
not really. You didn't have.
Pepe look darker than me.
Chip.
Pepe, you're darker than me.
I know, I'm a quadroon.
Yes. Oh, now you quadroon.
You guys think like where does this white guy who has like a lot of these white qualities, but then he chimps out all the time and crashes out all the time? If I inherited some of your guys' DNA. That's why.
Yo, Grim.
That's that chaos.
So yeah, like I said, it's a little disingenuous, man, for you to trip over those stereotypes. Like I said, when you are respected, at the same time, if you find a black person dating an Asian person, right, the black family is not going to ostracize or kick out that family member just for bringing an Asian person around. But if you flip that, right, you find a lot of Asian people are leaving their families if they end up with a black man or a black woman and what. So at the same time, you're mad because you said imagine an Asian person on a dating website, and so you're saying that now these westernized Asian women, because of the racism, they see you guys as weak, as docile, and like I said, that's cultural because you guys are not on like the independent vibe. You guys think more as a unison. And so what I see a lot of Asian men, they're turning into incels because they feel like the women don't want them, because in the Western world, the women, they want audacity, they want a leader, they want someone that's outspoken. You know what I mean? They want someone that's innovative, right? And so in the Asian culture, you don't really find that. Why? Because you guys are more so following the blueprint.
But I think that's partially true, though, because like what women want, and this is where I'm going to be realistic and compare the Asian men to white men. I won't compare them to blacks because that would be mean. But women do heavily.
They don't want you. And Othello, you're saying. Wait, Othello, I just wanted to ask you a question. So you said Korean women have the best pussy. What about white women? White women aren't good enough for you anymore? Have they expired?
Yeah.
White women out of style?
I love white women.
Actually, yes, they have expired, and I don't really respect white women. I think that like just because they were existing in the false reality that white men have created, and they were just tagging along, and they were more so buying.
So you blame white women because of white men? What?
You gotta shut the fuck up, John Kitover. Go ahead.
Hold on, folks. And just for so long, they weren't thinking for themselves. I don't know. I don't find them attractive anymore. I'm sorry. I don't find white women attractive.
Well, at least you can admit that you don't find them attractive.
that guy butted in.
Attack that.
But that guy butted in. But I was gonna have a question. Who was saying what right before that?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's just move this conversation forward. Let's not go back to things Pepe can't even remember.
Primate, can't help it.
Damn, I fucking by accident. I gave him a.
But anyway, like I said, Bill, we're gonna keep coming. And try, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna try and
we're reading with
I remember what I was gonna say.
Nobody cares, Pepe. Shut up.
I remember what I was gonna say. Is so that guy was saying how like Ardello was saying how there's all of these traits that like white Western men or Western men, I don't know what he was referring to, have their different in comparison to Asians that women find attractive. But in reality, though, what women also find attractive is like when it comes to like marriage material, it's like stability, financial security. Of course, like if you want a woman that's not like retarded, but maybe she's educated herself, you're gonna care like okay, well, like how intelligent are you? What did you achieve academically? And of course, their income and all of that shit. You're going to have a level of stability, and I guess like you're going to have a lot of the things that make you suitable for marriage that they'll have in comparison to white men at a higher degree.
It would be it wouldn't be fair if I didn't follow up with another addition to that list. So there are among the Asian population, there are Chad-looking, masculine, good-looking, handsome Asian men. They're just not promoted. They're not shown in the media enough. And so we've been for the longest time we've been stuck with this stereotypical image of Asian men as being weak.
If I was to go to San Francisco, for example, or just the Bay Area in general, and look at and encounter every Asian male I saw, the amount of Asian males we would see from a Western white male's perspective that would have like an imposing, athletic, large.
Oh, you're rattling. They're all getting bred out. They're all getting bred out.
Yeah, right.
They're not breeding with you.
Shut your fucking
They're not breeding with you.
Okay, go get your chocolate cheeks clapped. Okay, cupcake.
They're not breeding with you.
You know you want some white icing on those black buns. You fucking homo.
Wait,
shut up.
You want
That's what you like it. You down low, bro. That's all you are. Shut up.
Oh, God.
But what I was gonna say is, if you were to look at all of the Asians that you would encounter on any given day, the likelihood you would end up shut your fucking whore mouth. Go back to flirting the cum bubbles out of your black ass. You fucking faggot. Shut up. You're going to hell, sodomite. Shut up.
You gotta realize South Asians need protection against the sun. They can't get there with the pig.
South Asians are dark.
Yes, they're dark, but they want to keep that darkness going. Breeding with a pork skin mutant like you would not.
Nobody's talking about I'm not talking about us mating with them. What the fuck are you talking about?
I want to highlight.
We're talking about no, hold on. He made the claim. Shut up, you fucking pussy.
You're queer.
He made it. Okay, so what Grim? I'm trying to get back to what Grim was saying. Because like this is we're getting derailed so much over these petty insults. Now, when it comes to all right, see, he can't stop himself. Now, when it comes to Asian males, as I was saying, Grim, like if you were to go around the San Francisco Bay Area and you were to encounter, and you were to like take a note on every Asian male you saw, you're going to encounter far more white people. Shut your fucking mouth. You're going to encounter far more white. Shut, dude. You're going to have to do something with this idiot. He's not letting you're not letting the conversation happen.
You seem hesitant to say it, so I said it for you.
Monkey chimp, shut up.
I was saying the vast majority of those Asian men are butt ugly, is what you're.
No. I didn't say I didn't say ugly. What I was gonna say, shut the fuck up.
voices. All of you have high-pitched voices.
Put a muzzle on this nigger.
But you all have high-pitched voices.
All right, dude, he's just trolling Grim. Like I can't talk while he's talking. He's not even staying on topic. He's fucking retarded.
That effeminate that you don't have.
Okay, we're talking about. Let me finish my point. You fucking low-life nigger. Shut the fuck up.
I want to hear this. Okay, I want to hear this since I got it wrong. What is it?
Sure. So if you were to look at, for example, all of the Asians you encounter in the Bay Area and all of the whites, that you could probably count on, you make a very short list of the number of Asians you saw that would have like a big, athletic, imposing figure. But you would see men, even white men that don't work out. The same goes with black men, who are roughly comparable in size, and you would see there is like on average there is this real difference between Asians and for example, sub-Saharan West Africans and whites, and so and that is, I think that's what holds. I think that is one of the selection biases that Western women have, and unfortunately even some Asian women. But it's not necessarily because of like the facial symmetry or the behavior, or because you guys aren't good enough. By most, if you're looking for somebody who's like marriage material, generally Asians are outbeat us whites.
But that's not why Asian women. That's not why Asian women go for whites. When you actually talk to them, because I actually get this from them, it's really because they think y'all are rich. They think you have. You're gonna give them access to wealth and resources. And sometimes it's true. A lot of times it's not. But when it comes to looks, athletic ability, they're white for black.
East Asians have higher incomes than us.
They have higher incomes, but their parents are telling them to marry other wealthy people.
The highest earners in the United States, on average, are fucking Asians. What are you talking about?
That doesn't mean anything.
Jesus. No, but like even Southeast Asians, like the Vietnamese that did not used to do pretty well, they actually outperform white males today.
Hold on, Pepe, but that's...
Why y'all being obtuse? Yes, Asian women like white men. We know that.
Yeah, we know that. And so, Pepe, what you're missing is none of that matters. So Grim, like, let's just... Grim makes $500,000 a year, right? But he's saying, because of the stereotypes, and he's also blaming racism, which I don't think that's fair. He's saying that even his own women, right, are choosing the black and the white man over him.
Well, they overwhelmingly choose white men. I don't know that they choose black men.
No, they're going. No. Now
they are.
Now they're going black. They're going black, and they are noticing that. And even if you go to Instagram, right, and you see these black and Asian couples, you go into the comments.
He's shitting his pants.
The Asian men are doing the same thing that the white men used to do when they see black and white. They're like, oh my God, mud shark. Oh, you're messing up the bloodline. They're turning into the incels.
Well, why shouldn't they be allowed to do that?
I mean, do what you want. What I'm saying is you're missing this part is that the Asian
woman... you to police them. That's not... It's not your daughter.
That's why I'm trying to improve the image of Asian.
Yes. The Asian woman in the West, and even now going into Asia, because, they're choosing the white and the black man.
Well, no, first of all, I can look at the interracial marriage data, which doesn't show necessarily who's fucking, but the vast majority of interracial marriages, we can see who's marrying who, and the white women, the Asian women, I don't even know if it registers as 1% are marrying black men, but they are marrying white men.
But what about white women outnumber the Asian men?
That was true in the early 2000s, but now what you find?
No, this came out like 2 months ago. The latest data on that. Like white women are actually now. This latest data shows that white women are actually the most race loyal.
All right.
No, they are not.
The latest data shows that when it comes to marriage.
You just take over the stage, Pepe. So to the black men on the stage, right? And you only have one Asian in the room. He's quiet. Like, are y'all not embarrassed by how y'all act?
Yeah, you act like a bunch of niggers in front of an Asian. That's kind of ironic.
What are y'all over here talking about? No, they date us too. They date us too. Put us in the category. Like,
listen to black men when they're trying to include themselves in another person's racial category so bad. So bad. I think the stats show very clearly that overwhelmingly Asian women are dating white men. They're not overwhelmingly.
No, I think the majority of them still date Asian. I think the majority is still Asian.
Like, what are you arguing about over here? No, they date us too. They date us too.
I'm gonna say
Stop.
yeah, you missing context.
Like, there's Asian men that date black
You
women.
missing context,
The
man.
numbers, okay, can I fucking finish, bro? But the numbers don't. It still doesn't add up.
You're missing the
You know
context.
what? Let's wake something else up though.
It's not a fucking.
No, Bells, but I think we should wake something else up. There's one group of women that do worse. So if we flip the category, so men versus women, there's one group that is the most stigmatized and avoided when it comes to dating, and that is black women. In fact, they have less prospects than at least.
That's never been my reality. I think
that's fine, sister.
I don't know. Like y'all, I hear this. Like, hold on. I hear a lot of this rhetoric.
No, that the data has shown that. There's actually been several, and when it comes to the dating app companies, they literally have been trying to come up with strategies in order to make the experiences better for black women on there. It's more than real.
Listen, I heard you, and I know that's what the stats say. It is usually black women are least likely to date out. They just are.
No, they're least liked by everybody.
They're least likely to date out of their race.
No, white women are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
White women on average are fucking these other groups of men. They
You guys are very race loyal. I'll give you that. You guys are very race loyal. White women barely out-edge. No, white women barely out-edge black women.
You can't.
Yes.
You can actually go to certain. Matter of fact,
the latest statistics show that.
Pepe, can you shut the fuck up for a second? Let somebody fucking talk.
Where are you getting them stats?
If you go into the room, you can literally see the dynamic of so many biracial fucking mutt kids from black men and white women.
So
like it's a fucking epidemic in certain parts of the country.
Epidemic?
Yes. So this whole notion of white women are so race loyal. White women are not race loyal. What are you
where I'm
talking
from, look, it's motherfuckers that get out of jail and just go to a white woman and shit like that. Overwhelmingly, you can see it's like even with the interracial couples and shit like that, it's a black man and a white woman. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where I live it's like that. It's nothing but biracial.
To that data and shit like that, you will have to actually know where them polls are at to vote. And I don't think like people is just online searching for these polls and shit and saying like, hey, I'm a motherfucking goddamn, white woman dating a black man. You don't see them doing all of that shit.
Okay, but this is also where the dating apps start to become very they start to become very crucial because of course the people that I think Match.com now.
Those are dating apps.
Hold on.
You're a fucking loser on dating.
No, you're stupid. You're stupid low IQ ape. Shut the fuck up.
You fucking swine.
You low IQ fucking monkey. Go back to wearing a bowl in your fucking lip and doing something useful like jerking off into a chimp's mouth and chucking a spear at I don't know, as a chimp afterwards. I don't know. Like that's
jerking off.
This is low IQ chimp energy. Shut your low IQ baboon mouth.
You're jacking off.
You are dirty.
You're exposing yourself. I don't give a fuck.
I know. Just shut the fuck up and let people talk.
You speak.
You like to, because you'll just disrupt me whenever I speak, because that's what you do. You have nothing intelligent to say. But when it comes to these dating apps,
you have a speech.
Okay, they do absolutely. They want everybody to see. You just don't shut up while I'm talking. That's all you can do. Because you can't say anything intelligent.
You whine like a little bitch.
And you are a little bitch, faggot. Now bend over and spread those chocolate cheeks.
Gay ass.
That's right. You want to get raised by some white meat, don't you?
Ass shit.
Faggot. You got beef fucking buttocks. That's what you have.
I know it's a lot of gay.
Shake that booty, nigga.
Y'all have to calm down. We're on Clubhouse.
Stop. Gay. The fuck is
Yeah, you gay ass nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Grim, is this how the Asian community is? How y'all get down?
No, they don't have niggas in their community. That's the unfortunate
part. Yes, they do.
This is the Asian room.
This is Grim Drum.
Yeah, but then a bunch of niggas came in here and fucked it up, didn't they?
No.
Yeah, that's what these. Everywhere you guys go, you fuck it up.
I've been in here listening very quietly for like almost an hour before I started.
But when it comes to the dating apps, like Match.com owns most of these apps now. Like OkCupid, Tinder, all of these are. It's basically under one conglomerate. They have, and this has been released. They do have. Basically, they get together. They try to find how to make the app more positive for black women. They do have this consistent problem with Latinos, whites, Asians, everybody not liking black women. Yes, I'm sure there's a few that men like. Amazing.
Yeah, see,
that is where they get discriminated against. And the reason why, you can say that's not real life or that's not marriage, but that does show when people can see nobody is looking, it doesn't matter as a black woman. Doesn't matter as a black woman. But let me finish.
What are you finishing?
Let me finish.
Shut the fuck up for a second.
Let me finish.
Damn, nigga.
No, let me finish, you dumb bitch. Let me finish.
Put the fucking mic down.
No, I'm going to finish. I have one sentence to finish. All you have to do is shut the fuck up for one minute.
No got a husband. There's no way women.
Now, when it comes to
this shit, he's the women in the
yeah, when it comes to shut you fucking okay, you queer Negro. Shut the fuck up. So
that was weak.
Yeah, so when people are swiping, they think privately, and nobody can tell who they're attracted to, like on an app. They're not swiping on black women. That's just a fact.
Wait, but Pepe.
Okay,
Hold on, Bill. Watch this. How much on the national average of the population is actually on dating apps, right? Right? And so the data that I got.
And how many black women are on? It's not a lot.
It's roughly 18 to 23%.
But it's a lot of
in
women
a real
that can't go outside on that.
Yeah, but these are obviously 18 to 23% when you just only the single population is a pretty good chunk of the population.
No, it ain't. In comparison to like real world data, right?
18 to 23? Are you serious? That is a huge fucking sample size.
Most of them are men. Can you add that in there?
Yeah, a lot of them are men.
And yes, and they're trying, and they were seeing that men in general, okay, even your own men. This is the funny part. Even black men, okay, like white and Asian women and Hispanic women more than they like black women. Every race of men likes other women besides black women.
Okay,
that is a fucking fact.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with
the same shit. So let me say this, right? Never had that fucking problem. And this is why I believe a lot of those stats are screwed to the amount of black women that are actually on these apps. I've never had a problem with an Asian, a white, black, Hispanic man coming towards me and trying to date me or spend money on me or do whatever with me. Never had the problem.
Bullshit.
So,
most of them people that's on them apps are white women.
And if I would have showed you when I went on Hinge, how many white men in my area wanted to date me, and I live in a very nice area, you'll be surprised, Pepe, because y'all push these stereotypes, and I think a lot of this stuff is to deter black women from wanting to date out. You know, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird where y'all come from this place. But
yeah, because you guys end up at the end of the day having nigger children at the end of the day. You're not white, you're still black.
Calm down. So when you look at
linebacker Bill bitch, go ahead, my bad.
Oh my God.
See, Val, what you don't understand is these gentlemen are actually statisticians, and they're all just arguing and debating statistics. And I don't think you have actually done any statistical research like Dr. Pepe here, who is a bona fide and certified statistician. Thank you very little. I am complete.
Alright, what the fuck? Anyways, most of these apps are dominated by men. So first off, men are not getting actual dates off these apps on average any fucking way.
What does that even mean, not getting dates on average? I'm very confused. What are you trying to say? What's your point? Are you offering different sample sizes? Are you a statistician? Do you have a point? Is this just personal?
lonely as shit.
It
with
is
shades
a
on
lot of women.
at night. That's what they look like.
It is a lot
They
of
look
women.
like Pepe.
Guess what?
Well, here we are all together, lonely on a conference call app. Val, are you projecting? You could be projecting, Val. Val, try to record yourself or listen to the replays and then think about yourself and say, was I projecting? Or was I statistically accurate? It's something to consider, Val.
Overwhelmingly, 8% out of that whole 18 are white, hold on, women talking over this black man. Are white women, right? And so those are huge because they ugly, juggernaut-body-ass white women that don't get selected.
Kendo is a Scarface. Night King is
you an interracial dater, right?
It's a raging alcohol.
Hold on.
Most men on these apps are not in a date.
But guess what?
It doesn't matter if they get a date. The app is monitoring who they swipe right on. Okay, so whether or not they get dates, they swipe. They do not like to swipe on black women. That's what you don't like. You guys are the least desired women in the fucking country, and perhaps the world. That is the truth.
It's so stupid.
Boys. It don't even matter what he's looking for on the dating. He just admitted he likes boys.
So cut it out.
Listen, this is Pepe at his finest. Let's be honest. See, what Pepe is saying is not controversial, and in fact, it's the consensus. But some people just don't like the truth because the truth hurts. And I didn't know black supremacy was a thing here on Clubhouse until I heard Val say that she thinks all Asians ought to live in a conclave. And in that conclave, they should be worker bees for her. Val is actually a black supremacist, and any man that swipes right on her on Hinge or Bumble will live to regret it. I am complete. Thank you all very little.
Constantly online, every day. And there's only one race of women that are online every day talking about how much dating sucks. Okay, and who was that talking about how much dating sucks? It is literally black women. Asian women are on here bitching about, we can't get men. This sucks. You don't see Hispanic women saying, we can't get good men. This sucks. You don't see white women doing it. You know who you see? You see nappy-headed.
That's why he's spiraling.
Butch Dyke, square back built, linebacker built bitches. Okay, yeah, with their fucking glue-on weaves, talking about how they can't get any goddamn dates. They can't get a good man. We deserve to where's my nigga at to pay for me for being a loud-mouthed ghetto bitch? That's all you guys do.
He's chipping out. You see him? He's chipping out.
No, well, I have to chip out. I'm amongst a bunch of chimps, so I have to speak in your language. I have to chip out. Yeah, I'm having to chip out. I'm having a loud mic. I'm having to do all of that shit. Because you guys are chipping out. Now, you big baboon bitch, shut the fuck up. You have nothing but a beef dartboard for a fucking butt. That's all you fucking got. You fucking faggot.
All you do is
you like darts in that fucking dartboard all day too, don't you?
Here's my laughter. That's my amusement.
Your amusement. I don't give a fuck how amused you are. I just think it's funny to talk over you because you're chipping out.
You are a mixed race baby.
I'm not mixed race, you stupid bitch. I'm 100% European.
Never be white.
I'm 100% European. You got more.
You're way darker than me.
I'm darker than you. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're way darker. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm darker than her. Oh,
Pepe, you're really dark. You're darker than me also.
Your complexion's a little darker than
sure.
I think you tan too much. Stay out the fucking sunbed, idiot.
Oh, amazing.
Like a fucking...
Wait. Let's let Grim get back in here. Grim, what do you think about these data, statistics, and all of that kind of shit that you heard? Let's just...
He looks like a rotten tomato.
Put your picture up, you dirty nigger.
When you guys were clamoring for like a
I
solid
can't. I'll steal your wife. Oh, you don't have one. You're like a lady boy.
You know that scene in the movie where the guy's starting to hear voices in his head? That's Bruce Almighty. Bruce Almighty.
So why do you want to come to this country and this is how we act? Like this is every day in America, you know that? We're chaotic, we're scared.
Yeah, why would you want to take this over?
You want to come over here with us with the rednecks?
Yeah, and then you in the
What a
North Korean is
legacy.
crazy. I want to know, like...
Exactly what you just demonstrated is exactly why. Because once all the dust settles, I feel that we can come to a much better resolution this way than to be in a country where they oppress the people's freedom of speech.
I mean, okay, so...
No.
That ain't gonna work. And then earlier, you was like talking about like...
It's better to have this, this chaos than to have control from above.
Speak more to that. Speak more to that. Yeah, speak more to that. What do you
There's
think
nothing to
about
say. 3 words. Freedom of speech.
Okay.
Something that China doesn't have.
You think that's an absolute...
I just found out the UK doesn't even have it. People are getting arrested and put in jail for social media posts.
Absolutely. You can go to jail for cussing in Trinidad. So, like, there's a lot of places.
This is how a human ought to be.
Okay, so you think in a country that's tumultuous like this, with the type of environment, the different races and stuff like that, that's vying for power, that you, right, at your Asian position, right, that far east mountain, Manchurian shit, you think that shit finna work here?
We're not trying to bring that Asian culture here. When we get here, we should assimilate and become more American. In fact, I'm disappointed. That the Chinatowns, I'm shaking my head at them.
No. What you not gonna do? You not gonna attack the Chinatowns that got that good karaoke and shit like that. I'll fuck you up over them Chinatowns, man.
But, hey, I'll tell you one way to look at it. Every immigrant...
We don't build that shit too, man.
Look at immigrants this way. Every immigrant is a little invader, a conqueror of sorts. Everyone comes to this country to carve out their little slices of pie.
And you know what? Hold on.
If you're paying taxes to
Hold on. When they tried to carve out their little slice of pie, when China tried to actually establish an Asian town where I'm at and shit like that, and they wanted all the Koreans, all the Filipinos, all that had their own little projects, community and shit like that, you want to know what stopped them? Legislation. So how the fuck you think you finna conquer that?
Right, and Grim, you're paying taxes to us, so what if you actually conquered?
Owning property, owning our own home, staking
Well,
out our own...
we've done it already.
Yeah,
Hold on. We've done it already.
There's actually foundation. There's FBA Asians. Foundational Asians. Yes, FBA. Hey, look, man. No. I am. And we can look up the motherfucking goddamn data and see that some of those families are still here. I actually know some that's actually in Oklahoma. They stay by the reses and shit like that. They some cool motherfuckers. They grow weed and shit like that. But guess what? When they try to push their legislation and fight for power and shit like that, D9. And those are people that probably was fucking 10 generations strong. What the fuck you think you finna do?
So wait, Graham, do you know the Wynn family? The Wynn family, you know them? I'm asking because there's a lot of Wynn's where I'm at in my area.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of Vietnamese.
The Vietnamese, those are closely related to the Liu family, which is actually fucking a foundational Asian family that I'm speaking of.
No.
See, you ain't got enough data to actually accomplish what the fuck you trying to do.
Well,
because these are Vietnamese.
Yeah, these are Vietnamese. And they've been here for a while. They've been
What I
here
can tell you is, look, with the 15 million Asian population, we're a long ways to go to be able to get to the types of numbers that like Hispanic and white people have.
So who's your example? Hold on. Who's your blueprint?
It's not going to happen in our lifetimes.
Yeah, who's your blueprint? Who's your blueprint, though?
Who is my blueprint? What do you mean, who?
From when you're studying at how shit go, watch this, and you know, who's been like whenever you try to push the lines of legislation, establishment, and all the above, who do you look at as an example of what can be successful?
Like black people look at Martin Luther King, they look at like all kinds of stuff. Like,
come on, don't give them no answers, let them, don't help them out. Yeah, the conversation, Pepe. Yeah, who do you look at as who to be?
All
and
the
what you
people
want to
with
be?
English accent, and that's just because there aren't that many
You
of
gotta get
us
specific though.
in the first place.
Get to the minutia.
you don't have to answer that. You don't have to.
Yes, you do.
In the first place.
Hold on. He's saying it.
Stop taking lip from all these darkness.
Hold on, say again.
The Union of the United States.
Who did you just say? Who did you just say?
Abraham Lincoln.
Who the fuck did you just say?
Can I ask you a question? Because I have to go. Do you have a child in the
Oh, she here. Oh, damn.
Why? Someone told you that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm not judging. You're not my race. I'm not gonna judge you for it. I'm just like curious.
Yeah, he more mom.
Basically,
come on.
I don't know whether or not this person.
Race mixer.
All right, stop.
You are
Dude, you're a race mixer too.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Oh, that's why it was funny.
Get his ass. No,
I'm just. No. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm asking in the car.
Okay. I'm asking. I asked him a question.
Don't stop me from my battle.
I'm just trying to. I asked him a question. I'm waiting for him to answer.
a question too. And guess what? You answer for him.
Okay, hold on.
No, I'm asking it. Let me. No. I asked him a question. I don't need.
You have a black child, damn it.
Night King, what race is your daughter?
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up.
Quiet.
I asked him.
Kendall has a daughter.
I asked him a fucking question. You fucking spurg. Shut up.
She's black and in college.
Wow.
Okay, so Grim, do you have a?
And you sleep in the other room. You don't even sleep with your wife. Go ahead, hey Grim. You sleep in the next room.
Knock that bottom out tonight.
Yeah, but you sleep in the car. Go ahead.
That's fine.
You like black women over there,
gross.
Grandma. You like black women.
Yeah, you gotta taste the chocolate.
No. He didn't even get to answer the question because you guys are spurging out. Shut the fuck up and let him answer the question.
Hey, Josh Sean don't like that.
The darkies are.
Okay, all right. See, stupid goddamn autists don't know how to shut the fuck up. Just let him answer the fucking question. I'll leave. I will leave as soon as I'm done. As soon as he answers the question, I'll leave. Holy shit!
He's a black kid.
You glitching. Why are you spiraling, bro?
So Grim, did you say? Do you have one, or is that a rumor?
Yes.
Okay, you do. Okay.
Aww.
I got
Rich.
So Pepe.
Oh, that was Rich. That was
Yeah,
Rich.
what the fuck?
That black
Look
women
at
are
you. You are
undesirable.
satisfied. No, get back in there.
Adopted
by
Undesirable.
Why are you practicing Kung Fu back there? Hey, Grim.
His baby mama's a Shaniqua.
Yeah,
You know how to kick the silly, Grim?
collard greens and shit.
I don't give a fuck. Look, my neighbors. I had my neighbors. You know, 2 places ago. They had a white father, a black mother, really nice kids, and they turned out good looking.
Pepe, you
know.
sound like a hater. Do you like black women, Pepe?
No, I don't hate black
men.
Yeah, I think you be hating on black women because we don't.
I think one of his best friends is a black woman.
Yeah, no, my wife on here is a black woman.
Yeah. And she won a race next with him.
You talking about Mon?
Yeah, Mon is my honey, and no, we
she's. Everybody knows this. Everybody's known this for years. We are each other's pride and guide. We have each other's back, and we absolutely will tap anybody who taps one of us. And so I personally, she's vicious, so I don't tell her when people insult me. So I want the finger in it. Yeah, I almost always avoid that. So no, I don't. Everybody knows I am bleeding and have been with a black woman on this app. I'm just curious if you are also like. Have been with a black woman, or is that too personal?
I've been with black, white, Mexican, Asian.
All of you get more pussy than him, Graham. All your shit.
Yeah, see, you smashed the rainbow, bro.
But yeah, one late night, was it a couple nights ago? I forget. Yeah, I had a drawn out conversation where.
Fucked the black chick.
Yeah, I told the room that
You fucked the black chick.
Okay, shut up and let him speak, guys. He's telling us about the women he slept with. Shut the fuck up, you monkeys.
I was engaged to a black woman. Jesus.
I have twin fraternal daughters, and they're half black.
Your wife's daughter.
Oh, look at that.
My wife loves me too, fat white cock.
There you go. So these ladies, there's actually a woman on this app called Hunter. Her name is Kitover. And she had a black husband. Yeah, and when I say had, he was killed serving our country. She has two boys with him, and it happens. And she's a good.
Yeah, she got some good type.
And she was obviously not with the Tyrone.
Shallow too.
She was with them, and actually,
you know about that?
He was an officer, and so.
I got 9 3/4.
Which obviously there's a lot of. Shut your fucking filthy autist mouth. Yeah, he was an officer, which obviously there's a lot of filtering that goes through that. Like you can't just be.
God bless the Masons.
I got a horse dick. It's the size of my wrist.
No, you don't. You fucking.
Yeah, it's 9 3/4.
You tiny beta bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I have a huge fucking.
Wait, but why are you telling that to
I honestly wish my dick
you
was
fucking.
Why are you telling? I just got on Pepe old feminine ass about that. Why are you telling that to? Is that how you engage with each other?
He's partially gay too.
I don't care.
No.
If he's from Cali, I can see that.
He's a sassy bottom bitch. He's just trying to show his power from the bottom. That's all he wants to do.
I'm not your
Yeah, I know you're not my type because I'm never desperate enough
I'm not your type
black
of
bunch.
lady.
Shut the fuck up, faggot.
Entertain just Sean. That's just Sean that moves on that team. Entertain just Sean.
Okay, well, all right.
Wait, I said I fucked my wife with my big dick. How am I on that team? I said my wife's 4'9" and
Oh shit, you packed them up. What you gotta ask Grim, bitch?
Oh, Pepe always crash out leaves.
Oh shit. Well, Grim, okay. I just want to dial back to an earlier point because I think you did a little bit of Germanic conflation, as I'll call it, right? When it comes to what you consider racist. Yeah. With some racist points and markers that you were saying, I think what you were trying to do is equate hard racism to hard banter. And that's not the same thing. Hard banter, right, has no actual economic effect and doesn't limit your progress. As you can see, that your community, especially your type from the Samsung community, right? Shout out to Samsung. I got one over here and shit like that.
I'm using Samsung headphones. Shout out to you.
Hey man, look, and all the shit that they create, I don't think.
Apple was invented by a Jew. Just remember that.
All right, that's cool.
Steve Wozniak.
Yeah, but they losing to Samsung. But
Yeah.
all I'm saying, they losing. Speaker wise, electronic wise, better product. Well, they have a hierarchy, and if I was to measure and take the type of Asian that you are and try to fit it into that, it doesn't. You don't fit into that conglomerate. So that makes you mid-tier. Mid-low level.
Bring Shia. Shia is simple.
Yeah, but Night King, I don't think you're listening to what Grim is saying. He's saying that he's going to keep coming. And even if it's your opinion that he's mid-tier, he keeps coming. And he keeps coming, and he keeps coming, and he keeps coming. And he lifts weights, and he does squats, and he debates you mediocre debaters, and he keeps coming. And then he creates another room, and he starts lifting some more weights, and he starts doing some more squats, and he starts jogging around a track, and he's still talking to you degenerates. And he keeps coming. And he keeps coming. And he keeps coming. Even though you think Samsung is better than Apple, Grim will keep coming. Grim will come, and he will fight you and your terrible opinions and your terrible supremacy over and over. And he will keep coming. And he will keep coming. And you degenerates will decide eventually that it was not worth it. And then you'll know the truth of the earth from your birth until your death. Death, I am complete.
And if you campaign and sound like that, you don't relate to the people in your area that sound like hillbillies and whitewashing and all that kind of shit. That's why you didn't win the election.
You show them kids, hey, you show them kids sleep, because you look loud.
Oh,
I mean, he's right, but yeah, kids are grown.
They gonna wake up all that damn noise you make.
In what way did you say that? I didn't catch it.
Well, it's not my opinion. It's actually the United States categorical opinion. Don't listen to that retard because he's new to this country. So let's just break this down, right? Okay. So you're from Korea, right? And you know there's two Koreas, right? One is an ally.
I think he's from America.
He's already specified. One is an ally. One is an enemy. One has a hierarchy, right? That has been established in the global trade market and shit.
We get it. There's a hierarchy, but you fail to understand that Grim is going to keep coming. Grim is going to fight you in your supremacist ways. You think you should serve him? Grim is going to keep coming. He will not stop. Your opinions and your arguments, you're making no points, and it's a total waste of time.
He want to do this. This is what he does. Anyway, I'm just ignore him. All I'm saying is, right? One is heavily scrutinized and pushed back against the not demonized. As far as this culture, how it operates, right? And where it sits on the board of the global, right? UN elites. Far as being in the in and being in the out. Does that make sense to you, bro? Or do I have to make it a little bit clear? Because I don't want to give you away. I just want you to recognize where you sit at in the hierarchy. That's all. It's the United States. It's not mine. Because I see no difference, right? Because they're all prisoners. Anybody that hasn't subjugated my people and are just as marginalized as me are potential allies. So listen here.
Los Angeles,
that's why kids are the Jews.
We have other cities that are very bad.
I'm still not
New York
getting
has a problem.
this mid-tier, how that comes
Just
in.
fucking categorically where you sit as an Asian, right? There's other Asians too.
Let's top tier.
Top tier, right? Be Chinese, specifically Hong Kong, Japanese, right? Singaporean, right? Then remember, there's other specific Asian ethnicities.
Hispanic America surpassed Black America. There isn't any evidence that 20 million
Are you taking into account North Korea and because it's so bad,
there isn't evidence of how immigration is used by the white power structure to bring over immigrants because they fight them. Because immigrants don't realize that those policies. But because we have immigration, we don't have to end up like Japan. We can just import
close to the top. They like them with the Singaporeans.
Why are they with the fucking corn dogs and pay their parents a lot cheaper wage, and then we get to own their...
Right. And I'm saying, look, like,
I'm out of here, gentlemen. Have a good night. Maybe I'll be back, but I can't take listening to anymore. This is so stupid. Good night, y'all.
There is no data. There is a book that documents it very well. With all the shows. No, it's not.
No, this is economics.
It's called back of the house.
No, it's just called economics. Every bit of data. Let me tell you something. I'll let you go.
There are the color of wealth report. The color of wealth
report. There are no economics that show that immigration adversely affects black people, black Americans here. It doesn't exist, and I'm going to tell you why it doesn't exist. One, because there are a bunch of other factors that go into that. Number one, education level. It does not affect American education. We still have the same opportunities to pay.
If you go to an HBCU, most of the graduating class is Nigerian anyway. Like you got not all the HBCUs.
Look, so the point is this, right? What you're saying is very empty, like you said, platitudes, but there's no data to support that. I'll give you an example. My family's been here for hundreds of years. Bro, when I'm going for jobs, I'm not competing with immigrants coming out the boat and trying to make every job I'm going to give up
No, Drew. The reason why you feel like they're not competing with you is because you have a gap in perception. So there's two classes of immigrants. You have the uneducated and the educated. The legal immigrants, like my parents, the legal immigrants are mostly educated. Both legal immigrants and illegal immigrants compete for American labor, and they have an effect on the job market. The reason why legal immigration is typically better is because you control the amount that comes in, and also you're also controlling what industries you're going for. So normally legal immigration is more strategic, and it has the same type of bad outcomes as unregulated immigration that we saw in the last 4 years of the Biden administration. Now, even with legal immigration, Drew, this is economics. Drew, even with legal immigration, Drew, even this you don't need a degree in economics. Really, all you need to do is take economics, an intro course of economics undergrad the first year, and you're good. You don't even really need that. Let me start by having understand supply and demand, because it is actually that simple. The more supply you have of something, the cheaper it is. So if you have more people on the job market, the price of labor goes down. It doesn't matter what market you're talking about. Now, because the legal immigrants are coming in small numbers, and typically the State Department is picking them strategically, given their skill set. The amount of workplace disruption isn't that much, but they're still kind of lowering wages anyway, just because those legal immigrants still are cheaper. They're educated, but they're still going at cheaper rates than an American would. Even though they're so educated, that's true. So that's true. And I'm about to land in but I'm saying something that's kind of nuanced. Legal immigration is a net benefit to you. Illegal immigration is the biggest strain on the black community ever. Believe. No, because the first thing that illegal immigration does is illegal immigration takes away funding from local programs. We're talking about programs that are paid by state property taxes. The property taxes in your city, they're not paid by the national government. What happens is that a lot of local resources are spent on people who've never paid into the system, and they end up going to the poorest neighborhoods. So all of the programs that are supposed to go to our own poor people, we end up robbing Peter to pay Paul, and that's all that's happening. And these are happening in black communities.
That's not true.
Well, it happened in New York. It happened in New York. It happened in Chicago. New York and Chicago. This is the reason. There's a reason why Trump won the popular vote, and there's a reason why he won more minorities than ever before. Because what minorities had to deal with in the last election cycle were illegal immigrants being bused to their cities, and for some reason, I couldn't believe it. Black people didn't like after-school programs being shut down because migrants had to stay there. They didn't like it. Black single mothers didn't like the fact that a person who just got here is getting guaranteed housing, and she still has to have 3 jobs to throw in. By law in New York, they have to give them your, like you always. My thing is this: I don't have a problem disagreeing, but what you're saying isn't real. There isn't one thing that I've said. I'm about to be quiet for a long time. There isn't one thing that I've said in the last 15 minutes. There isn't one. No. Drew, run and dry, Drew. Wait. Let's see if it's possible. Drew, is there one thing that I've said in the last 2 minutes that's true? One thing.
Yes, that undocumented people were being bused to major cities. Do you know why they were being bused to major cities? Because the governors of those or of the other states where they arrived from were respect. So they said, you can't say they were trafficked. You can't say. I can. Just like you can't say. Yes, I can.
Introducing the future boss.
You're making this claim that somehow
it's wise not to call him out.
I didn't say it was this.
I'm calling Chicago a hellhole.
You said it was much empty platitudes with no data to back it up.
All communication
database. That's why it's so nuanced. That's why I said that legal immigration is positive, but illegal immigration is mostly negative. Like, you're not even representing what I'm saying. I didn't even say
positive dialectic.
I'm saying the instances where it's positive, and I'm saying the instances where it's negative.
Introducing the future boss, it's wise not to call him out and call Chicago a hellhole. All communication, positive dialectic only.
Undocumented immigrants have contributed at least yearly somewhere around $100 billion in taxes. They largely do not benefit from. They pay into our taxes and get this. So now we get rid of them. We have to find a way to recoup those funds and find out where that money is coming from. So just on an economic
if they weren't here, would it matter? If we had to, Daryl told you it was 240 million people here. Now it's 350. If all these motherfuckers weren't here, would we need as much taxes, Drew?
Yes.
No, we wouldn't even need as much housing. We have a housing crisis. Did you think if them all them millions was back in their homeland, we would need all them damn homes?
Yes, we do.
This is crazy.
We still have people here who don't have houses.
Hold on, Drew. Drew, hold on one second.
You must have a.
Drew, Go ahead. I'm sorry. So Drew, I would like for you to answer his question. If we did not have, listen to the term, illegal aliens currently in the United States, and do you currently know the actual number? Do you know a number? What's the actual number you believe that is illegal in the U.S.?
It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
No, it's not. Okay.
I think we think 20 million.
One second. So Drew, listen to you. You cannot say that when someone asks you a question, it's irrelevant because you're making a claim. Okay. All right, Drew. I want you to. Okay, I got it, Drew.
What is your educational background, Edward? If I may ask, what's your degree in?
Okay, Drew.
Okay, that's what
before I answer.
Do you guys want to let anybody else talk, or you guys just want to go back and forth a while?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Scott. I'll be quiet. I'm sorry. I appreciate you.
So why don't we go to
Scott? I just came off the mic. Right.
What's that?
I just heard.
I think that Scott.
Who just started speaking?
Yeah, I think he wants to stop it from being a phone booth because honestly, I don't think that this is going to go anywhere. I think that he's kind of set into where he wants to. You can do.
NPC, I'm just trying to get a foundation, okay? Because what I did not hear from Drew is any responsibility to the ethnically Black American. He gave us no responsibility of the individual people. So I would like to ask again, okay? Could you please, Drew, Tell me, where do you believe that the black community have been responsible outside of government for themselves?
In every facet, we've been responsible for ourselves. We raise families. We have education. We have a growing demographic, including black women, but also black men as well. We start businesses. We are in industries, particularly in government industries, obviously, law enforcement, other parts of government, even postal working as well.
Do you want to move us all down and also just move everybody around and just keep the conversation with you guys?
I'm sorry.
No, we can all just move down.
One mic.
You're good, bro. But I'm saying this. I'm just gonna say this.
One mic.
There is no evidence.
One mic, you fat ass. One mic.
So there is no evidence that the black community has not been responsible. There is evidence that human communities have been irresponsible and responsible in different ways, but there is nothing unique about black people being irresponsible. That is just not supported by any data whatsoever.
It's so interesting. I never said about being irresponsible, but you decided. I did not say that, Drew.
You said that. You said,
John, Edward, can you move us all down and just leave these guys on, and you guys just talk, and we'll just go to the audience.
That's okay. I gotta debunk some anti-vax stuff, but y'all be blessed. I appreciate Scott. Much love, respect to you. I apologize for
Drew, keep being you. People like you are gonna get Trump elected for a third term. Let me see.
Scott, this is one of the things I try to do is to stay away from ethnicity, because the platform that he came on first and foremost is to talk about the bombings of black communities and all these other things. So I don't know if you know the conversation that people who talk like this are anti-America and anti-white, period.
That's fine, because at the end of the day, like, we can argue him down all we want, but like, even when he wins, he loses, because it doesn't really matter if we're gonna
virtue signal. He's left. He's still controlling the conversation, which is fun. So let's keep talking about him. No, please go on. Please keep talking about him.
How tall is he?
Yeah, what's his blood type?
Scott, we're just giving you an explanation.
Scott, let me help you move this conversation forward. I just had a spicy mango. So, you want to keep talking about it? Oh, sorry, Edward, go ahead.
Oh, I'm not talking about him anymore. I'm not talking about him. That's everything. I'm going to say it over and over. The person that's responsible for it, all of us individually, is you. Okay, that's it. I win.
Look at Los Angeles up there. All right, let's go to Howard Coffin, my dear friend. Would you like to share anything on your mind tonight, Howard? A different voice for the first time in 45 minutes?
No, certainly a very interesting conversation, everyone, and a lot of learning there, for sure. But Trump's not going to resign, so, you know what? Elections matter, and he's our president. Let's support him, and let's see what happens, right? That's where we're at.
I love it. Hey, elections, we have the midterms, and then, and then maybe things will change. Let's go to Aleister Crowley, which I think is really my man, John Kitover. John, tell me what's happening, buddy.
Well, I had an incredible Colombian dinner with some incredible rotisserie chicken, plantains, potatoes, and then thin crust cheese pizza and a spicy mango margarita. But anyways, this room is really cooking, Scott. I mean, I think if we look at the total statistics and analytics on the room, we're looking in the thousands of people that have touched down here. 10,000 plus! Incredible. Well, it's really the hard work of NPC and all the Adderall that his psychiatrist, I believe, prescribes to him, because I would never, ever in my life be able to say as much as NPC can. NPC, you seem to know everything. And I gotta say, knowing everything must be quite a burden. To be able to have opinions on everything, to know everything, Jesus Christ, man. You really are just a brain full of knowledge and such insightful opinion, NPC. Thank you so much for helping 10,000 people get enlightened today with your supreme wisdom. I am complete.
Alistair, come on. Why are you doing
Listen, there's an image of Jesus Christ. Alright? The entire Christian know exactly how Jesus Christ looks. I don't respond that.
That's a buzzkill. That's a buzzkill.
What is this guy talking about? And Donald Trump did it for. And I'm like, holy shit. This motherfucker.
Alistair, we can always print more money.
Has to fight another Middle Eastern war.
You're right. It is Autism Gay TV.
All right, let me give you guys a little public service announcement.
Look.
Summer, I'm gonna mute you for a second. I'm just gonna give you guys a little public service announcement. This is from the comedian Michelle Wolf, and it's a critique of my party.
Republicans, love or hate Republicans, you got to admit, those guys are planners. They see a problem and they will chisel away at it until it's a swastika. They've been trying to overturn Roe v. Wade since it became a thing. They've been playing the short game, the long game, and they finally got it done. Now, Democrats also had a strategy to make sure Roe v. Wade wouldn't be overturned. And Democrats' strategy was, don't worry, it's not going to happen. Democrats' strategy is the same reason you need an abortion. You know what Democrats remind me of? Democrats remind me of that old guy who started Jurassic Park. Because I think we can all agree a dinosaur park is a fantastic idea. We would all love a dinosaur park. We would love that. But this guy didn't plan for anything. He wasn't like, what if there's a storm? On my dinosaur island in the middle of the ocean.
There you go, friends. Just a little public service announcement about my party. Not one.
See, Scott, I kind of resent that as a Republican/Libertarian, because when I went to Springfield, Illinois to file for Congress, I saw African Americans there looking at me, and they're there because of the Republicans, because of the 1 million dead soldiers and the 2 million injured dead soldiers. So to make light of it and then to say, oh, they're Nazis and they want to stop women and doctors from murdering babies, I just got to say, you might want to go read your Bible and reconfirm with Christ Jesus just exactly what it is that you believe in. I am complete.
That could have you looking at stuff. You say 2 million.
Okay, look at this. This is died down. I'm gonna play one more clip from Sean, just to enlighten you guys a little bit.
Like I see it online all the time too. It's like there's a lot of women out there that don't think they're good enough or smart enough or pretty enough, and I'm here to tell you that you are. Well, I'm here to tell you that you aren't. You're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, but do it anyway, you stupid idiot. What are you waiting for? What is good enough? Men aren't asking themselves these questions. There's no firefighter standing outside of a building being like, today I'll be my best self. No leader, no CEO, no conqueror. Genghis Khan wasn't looking in the mirror being like, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, my beard is fun and flirty.
Yeah, you're probably not good enough, but just do it anyway. Don't worry if your beard is fun and flirty. Mine is, my beard is.
How has it been since she saw the show?
She does show. She does. I follow her on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. And she's doing shows all the time. She hasn't had a special in a while, but she's
No, I mean like because that sounded like because you remember she used to have her own show.
I didn't see Michelle Wolf's show. No, I didn't.
you never. I thought that was a clip from her show.
No, this is
Look
at Los Angeles, how bad it is.
Yeah, I much prefer. At least Sarah Silverman is slightly more attractive because really, like, she and Sarah Silverman are like in the same universe. But Sarah Silverman to me has more sex appeal than Michelle.
Yeah, I don't really care. I think her humor doesn't depend on her sex appeal for me. I think it's really funny.
Oh no, but neither of them are funny, so I'm just looking at what else they can offer the universe.
I think they're both really funny.
I think.
Thank you, NPC.
Really?
Yes.
No, you think Michelle Wolf is really funny?
Yes. I think a lot of her stuff.
I mean, Sarah Silverman, okay, here and there, but.
We have different tastes, NPC. You don't have to. It's okay.
No. Like I just genuinely. I
don't entitle me. Like, really? You think she's funny? I mean, yeah.
Like I've never met anyone.
I'm sure there are comedians that you think are funny that I know. People have different tastes.
No, but I've never met a person who thought Michelle. I thought you were playing her ironically.
Well, you know what? There are lots of people that buy tickets and are fans. So NPC, it's shocking, right? But people are diverse, and they have really different tastes. And PB says she's funny. Down there in the chat, so it's shocking that we have different tastes.
NBC, do you think you're funny? Like, have you ever tried to do comedy, NBC, to make people laugh by doing voices or jokes or skits or singing? I mean, have you ever made anybody laugh? Hello?
I think you think you're funny.
It's fucking annoying. Jesus Christ.
I think Kitover is funny in a kind of impish, sort of clown jester way. Court jester.
The guy is annoying. Jesus Christ.
He does not annoy me.
No, he has the voice of a person who sounds like they're trying to be funny.
Norm, you are uncharacteristically silent. I see you talking in the chat. Norm, you've been here basically all day. What is your assessment of this marathon 10,000 person room?
I think it's remarkable. I think we may be reassured that people actually want intelligent conversation and good content, no?
We're a content creating machine here in this room. It's unbelievable.
I mean, is that normal to have 10,000 people come through? It's staggering to me.
Yeah, it's a little over, I mean, we've been here for 12 hours, 23 minutes, so 900 some people an hour coming through the room.
Scott, Al, you guys might be some seniors or other seniors in this room, maybe Matt. There are laws of nature, like motion and, laws. Do you think there's any laws of human behavior that you've detected on Clubhouse that maybe you didn't detect in the real world prior to having so many conversations? Because honestly, I'm 43, and when I think about it, there's never been a time when blacks and whites and so many people can have just completely open and profane conversations in the public square in America. I've never seen it on the radio or television like this, and I'm talking vulgar, complete and total profanity, hate speech, etc. I'm not, at 43, I'm like, this has never existed before. And now, I'm just wondering, have you noticed any laws of communication or laws of behavior? Hello?
I mean, there's Muhammad Ali and Michael Jackson, so.
Alistair, that's a pretty stupid insight.
What's interesting? I was interested earlier in the room. There was a talk about natural law, which I think is morality natural. I do think that is a fascinating topic.
I would say, with all due respect, your perspective is no bueno.
Perspective on what?
Well, I think, as somebody who understands, I think your perspective is no bueno, but that's fine.
Well, my perspective on what?
Well, first of all, you're being aggressive. It's fine.
What? I don't think I'm being. I think you were saying you think my.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Okay.
I'm just curious what my perspective on what issue or what matter.
I think he's taking the back door, and I think he's waving the white flag, Scott.
Scott. You're being.
David has had too much tequila. This 12-hour session has overwhelmed him. But back to, communication or human behavior, because there's also a neurotransmitter dopamine creation that's happening in this room. 900 people an hour are creating dopamine. And so I'm just wondering, what if you just create dopamine, but there's no doing outside of Clubhouse, what was the real purpose, and was it worth it?
What's the real doing, man? Like, what should I do outside of Clubhouse?
Wait, there's outside?
Yeah, you need to, with all due respect, you need to just calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, so, Scott, the question that you're kind of floating over, I thought it was, I don't even think that question is that sort of question. I think that question is an interesting question, like, intro to philosophy. That's an interesting question for like 45 minutes. And
Speaking of philosophy, NPC.
We treat it like it's subjective. I mean, I know most people that are reflective would say it's subjective, but when I feel transgressed, right, I immediately shift in my temperament and disposition to as if you've done something we all know and was a violation, and it is transcendent and objective. Now, when we talk about it,
Leslie,
when it's not directly involving us or something we care about, I think we generally are more detached, and we realize the subjectivity and the contextuality of things. But I think when we're violated morally, people are not. It's not like, well, your preference is like pepperoni pizza, and mine is pineapple, and that's just the way it goes. I mean, we act like there's transcendent moral standards because otherwise we can't be incensed.
we can't even have, so you partially answered the question. You can't even have a functioning society without objective morality. And just because you can't even have a stable society without objective morality.
No, it's actually subjective morality which gives us a stable society based on law. And until you start talking about the law, I think everybody, when you graduate high school, everybody should just be made an attorney at this point or a lawyer and get right to the law, because your whole life, every transaction, everything ultimately comes down to the law. It's the joy of the world.
Yeah, so should they spend like a week in Springfield?
Never Springfield.
Well, NPC, this is where I think as a young man you're still developing, in the sense that if I were to ask you to give us your definition of economics, or if you were to explain to us how inflation occurs, I bet you can't even do that.
No, I can't explain how. If inflation means increasing the money supply, I can explain that.
You know the answer is for the level of respect.
All right, well, you got that one correct, and we're at 40 trillion, paying $1 trillion a year in interest on a $40 trillion mortgage. If you were the president of America, what would your top 3 priorities be for we the people?
Buy more printers to print more money.
I do everything in my power to make sure that the country fails. Whatever Trump is doing, I up that times 3, because we need to just hit the wall, monetarily. I'll pull us out of all the foreign wars.
Wait, let's just confirm so everybody heard what you said. If you were the president, you would want to make sure the country failed. So you want to destroy the country. You're a revolutionary. You believe in chaos. You're an anarchist.
I'm an accelerationist. So I think that America's heading towards a brick wall. And I believe in hitting the gas pedal as fast as possible so we can crash, look at the wreckage, call insurance, and get a new car. I'm waiting for the reset. I think things are going to get worse before they get better.
But also, can't we just continue to print more money?
now. What's up?
Yeah, we can, but I would just say that I saw somebody at the bar the other day that had a t-shirt on in the back of it said, "There is no political solution." And I would say it's the exact opposite of that t-shirt, that there only is political solutions, and politicians and bankers, they're going to have to work together to do, just, if you can make debt with a pen, you can delete it with a wand, is essentially what I've come to the conclusion of. But NPC, I think that you should probably read the Tao Te Ching and realize that a great country is like cooking a small fish. You do too much, you ruin it. So the point is, as an accelerationist, as you've declared yourself to be, you're just a low IQ anarchist, and you should probably read more books, go to the gym, get a girlfriend, stop doing so much Adderall, and stop spending 12 hours a day debating every single person that comes into this room as if you know every single thing. But you didn't even spend 1 minute reading a book today.
Hey,
No, but I want Trigger's feedback for some reason. But I guess he was gonna tell me something about like talking and being on Clubhouse just like everybody else, but whatever.
Come tell me. Le får se.
Where did Alistair go?
I don't know who put him down. Somebody did. There's a lot of people up here. Yeah, you can bring him back. You can bring him back up.
Okay, calm down.
Yeah, if anyone should go, it's David, not Alistair.
So Scott, were you the one talking about the laws of nature and nature's God, or was someone else?
Yeah, I find that stuff interesting. Nature's God.
Do you think that there is a clear right or wrong for each individual?
I think morality. So I think it depends. It depends if you're asking me philosophically or theologically.
You mean both sides of the coin, theologically and
There's
philosophically.
tons of stuff. There's tons of stuff I believe theologically that I can't justify philosophically. So if you ask me theologically, do I believe in objective morality? Probably more or less something akin to it or closer to it. But if you ask me philosophically, could I defend it? No, not philosophically.
Personally, in your own personal life, objectively, do you lean towards more of God's intervention with the laws of nature and nature's God, or do you do this over philosophy?
Look, I think I'm a Christian. I try to be guided, but I think what norms in the Christian tradition would say are, moral. But I mean, that's complex, right? Because the tradition is super complex and diverse, and so it's not like it drops from heaven or anything. But philosophically, I'm definitely a Nietzschean. I mean, probably most days, but that's where, foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of the narrow mind, right?
Yeah, but
Alright.
Republic to shameless for politician government.
Sorry, Norm always reminds me. I always hack that quote up.
So Scott, if I would say, based on your foundational belief system, based on what you said, would you say you lean more to following the principles of the Word of God versus our natural emotions and how we feel about something?
Well, I mean, I don't know that I think in general,
Howard!
I'm a pretty emotional creature. I mean, I'd like to think that
John is intelligent, and financially good, a
like
crime fighter, and fighter, believes in liberty and common sense.
are somewhat inclined.
The Narrow Proclamation shall reduce property
reveal
taxes day number one.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. This is where I'm a Nietzschean. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I make moral decisions. I mean, I could give you a story about how I make them, right? I could tell you a narrative about it, and it might correspond some to what it actually is, but I think we're all telling ourselves stories all the time to make ourselves be able to live with ourselves and live with, the things we care about. So and oftentimes those stories are shaded at best, right? So I'd like to say I try to live
By the way, do you believe in God?
I do.
Christian, like just mainly theist, or like
I'm a Christian. I believe in the God.
Look at Los Angeles, how bad it is.
Hello. Hello. Killer Op. Hey, how are you? I'm Killer Op. How are you? What's going on? How are you? Nothing. What is this shit? Trump resigned to be. What's the chat about?
You could read the article from The Hill, which was published today. It's an article by William Becker, and he's a guy who's a decent political career. And I don't know that he's ever been an elected official. He's been a Justice Department official in Wisconsin or something, and I think been in other political appointed offices. And he is saying that resignation is Trump's last chance of redemption.
Well, I don't really think he'll resign. He's already started the war. He's already covered up the Epstein files, so I don't think it's really going to come back for that. Resign for what? What are he going to resign for? He has 3 more years.
Okay, I have to for you. Okay, you said that he started a war. Okay, do you think that the President of the United States alone goes and starts a war? And then the other thing is, you said he personally covered up the files. So could you please explain to me, based on your understanding, how did those things happen in our republic?
He did. Look at it. Look what's going on in the world. Look at the gas. Look how many files he was in, even all the files that they uploaded and let you read. Look how many things he was involved with. Trump is the most corrupt person in Palm Beach County, in America.
Okay, hold on. So you still did not give me, based on No.
It's fact. It's online.
Kim, could you please give me facts that you believe you have, not online information, because you made a couple statements. Number one, the President of the United States does not declare war in the United States. You know, correct?
Okay, I know who declares war.
You tell me. I want you to tell me, because you just made it.
That's the people that's over the government, the military. That's the people that's over the government, and also him. He also has a say so in that as well.
No, I know, but who declares war in the U.S.?
Whatever that man's name is in general.
Okay.
The man in the green suit.
Okay.
Wait, so man. Wait, you thought that the military declared war? No.
We have all these people war. Look at us.
The president control of the military in a democracy, brother. By design. So that they don't go starting wars.
Okay, no, I want to ask you a prime example. Are you struggling in America?
Hang on. The president is the commander-in-chief. Have you ever heard that?
Yes, he's a commander-in-chief.
I see. So that's why he declares war.
Well, Norm, he doesn't. Technically, Congress is supposed to declare war, but we've forgone that in the Constitution. That doesn't.
Congress is supposed to approve it, but the commander is.
No. Congress is supposed to declare it. Congress is supposed to declare it.
Thank you, Scott. Listen, guys.
We haven't done that since World War II. I mean, it's just
exactly
because Congress doesn't want most. I think, especially after Iraq II, people don't want to be on the record voting for wars, right? And people would rather let the executive do it, right? So we've shifted Article 2 power to Article 1 without a constitutional amendment. We've just said functionally, though the War Powers Act is allegedly a way to rein this in, right? So, and I was watching a video today where Barry Goldwater was saying the War Powers Act is unconstitutional, which is just fascinating, right? But basically, the War Powers Act says, I think it was 72, right? It basically said that if the president sends the military somewhere, within 60 days, Congress can repeal it. So, but that's even a concession. I mean, it's the president. I mean, what the founders intended, I think it's actually a pretty brilliant structurally, is that the people who wage the war don't control whether we go to war, right? Because this is a military dictatorship, right? So they wanted the person to go. Then they knew you can't go to war by committee. So when the war is declared, then the executive executes it. But the idea was that the people that declare it are the most deliberative representative body. And then it's run by the committee of one, the president. But we've just decided, screw that.
I feel like in America, no American should struggle, period. And I feel like what Trump is doing in America, every American is struggling in the world, even myself. And I'm 25. So that should tell you something.
So Kel, let me explain one thing to you, Kel. I'm 62, and I'm not struggling in America. You know why?
You see problems with
Just ask him. Ask him why. Ask him why.
Let me finish it, DC. I'm gonna let you go after. You can ask him why. So, Kel, I asked you one question. I'm gonna ask you another question. Why do you believe
I think
that the government is responsible for the outcome of your life?
Bro, the outcome of my life. I tried to sign up for food stamps. Can't get food stamps. They barely want to give you food stamps. Then when they do come to con for them to try to give you food stamps, they want you to send this. They want you to say how much you making, this and that. If I'm struggling only making so much at work and I got to pay my bills and try to pay NIMO, whatever the case it has to be, then you should be able to let me buzz on something. But when you let all these other Americans and all these fucking foreigners just use my language and all these other people come over and you give them food stamps like it ain't shit. I go to work every day and I get 30 to 40 hours a week. I make maybe $600 and something. Bro, I fool me, my girlfriend, getting on the bus, paying my phone bill every month, even other expenses I got going on. I can't live. I can't save no damn money, dude. I can't save a little bit of cheese and butter because I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow or plan a day to go. I can't save no money in this economy. You can't save nothing in this world. I'm 25, man, and I'm struggling. Prime example, what you just said, you're 62. You ain't struggling at all. That's the same thing I tell my grandma. You're 71. House paid off, car paid off, other car paid off. You have no bills or expenses. Only thing you pay, what is a water bill and a light bill and your phone bill. That should be nothing to you guys. And most of you guys, no disrespect, get Social Security or some type of pension or retirement check. I'm 25. I don't get nothing after work every day, Monday through Friday, and try to make a living out of myself. And still don't get nothing out of it. Okay, and you got to pay free insurance. Nigga, how that work? You feel what I'm saying?
So, I'm 27, and I'm also relatively poor. I'm not as broke as you, but I'm not too far away.
And I've been to prison.
Oh, congratulations.
That's not a congratulations.
Well, yeah, but
no, but he has increased points, so it's a
he got bigger points. Tell him.
Like you feel what I'm saying? It's hard for me to find a job. Like when people look at me, it's like, oh yeah, like bro, come on now.
But you can find a woman.
Well, you can find a girlfriend easy.
Yeah, he can find a girlfriend.
Yeah, you can find that easy. The one that comes
exactly. But I don't understand how any of those is the president's fault.
It is the president's fault because maybe he should do something for the people and people that's in low budget.
No, but you complained about you didn't complain about just. You complained about having to do the paperwork to even qualify for food stamps.
Bro, you're not understanding what I'm saying. If you can let a fucking foreigner come over here and get some fucking food stamps that fucking easy,
but Donald Trump is trying to get rid of those niggas.
He ain't got rid of them motherfuckers yet, and they still get.
Weren't they just complaining about getting rid of them last year?
They still ain't gone. They still here. I work with them every day.
Yeah, I know. So earlier in the conversation, I was trying to tell another person about how unregulated illegal immigration, how it affects black people with no. Do you have a Kajiri?
Bro, I've been to prison, gang. I
already knew the answer to that question. So.
Okay.
He just
Okay.
made it up.
With all due respect, David Bobadilla has had too much to drink. He drinks too much tequila or whiskey or vodka or rum. David Bobadilla.
Tell us about your drinks tonight.
Okay, with all due respect, I mean, let's be nice.
We are very nice, but David prefers tequila.
I witnessed for David's first time.
His first time eating a chicken fried steak.
I mean,
This is true.
It is true.
He had never had it before, and we're sitting there. And
Drew, sing that song.
I'm gonna get a chicken fried steak, and I said, "Go for it, dude. It's pretty good."
It ends where the women flee from the tomb, scared.
Mal and Good Prosperity Records and Airlines.
Fucking intolerable.
It's gonna be quantum computing. Like there's banks and payment processors with trillions and trillions of dollars that would be hacked first. But for that's number one. Number two is that if there's World War III, bro, we have bigger problems than Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Well, we have way bigger problems.
No, I'm saying so. What would it? Yeah, be of values, actual assets and commodities and things, tangible things. Again.
If that's likely, then get some gold.
Remember that story?
Yes.
With all due respect,
With all due respect, David Bobadilla loves to drink tequila.
Worked a corner before. I
Danny,
I don't know.
Up with David's dad.
Yeah,
Where do
Danny,
we
have
go?
a baby with David's dad.
There you go.
I don't think I want any more babies, but I mean, if you need a sibling.
Wait, Danny. I thought you and I were going to have a child, Danny, and we were going to make the most annoying person who's ever lived in human history.
We'd have a tall child, at least. At least the baby would be tall.
you should apologize. You should apologize.
I don't want a baby with a tall person. It's more to push out.
Hey, Danny, are you still doing your singing rooms? Can you sing a song for us?
Yeah. Can you do the Shema? Can you do the Shema?
Okay, with all due respect.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. With all due respect, David.
And I can't afford to live there. I can afford to live. I can afford to live, but I'm a spoiled brat, right? I'm a spoiled fucking brat, right?
Danny, what the fuck is going on with you? Whoa. Don't use the F word.
Tommy, will you buy my hotel room? Help me out.
Whoa, what the fuck is going on with you? Whoa.
I don't know. You're trying to put me in jail, Tommy. I don't know.
Nobody's trying to put you in jail. I think you need help. I think you need professional help at this point, Danny.
Vicky told me that you're trying to put me in jail. J-Lo's definitely trying to put me in jail. Y'all are trying to put me in jail.
Nobody's trying to put you in jail. I don't got time for that shit. You're gonna put yourself in jail with the way you're talking. Whoa.
Danny, don't believe him. That's just part of the psyop, Danny.
No one should have time to put me in jail because I haven't done anything wrong for people to have time.
Danny, I think you're suffering from a manic episode. I think you need professional help.
I mean,
It's not even a joke. Or you're rage baiting. You're rage baiting. You're a liar.
Okay.
You're a fucking liar.
I don't know what anyone thinks I did that's so bad that
The way you got everybody wrapped around your finger with this, oh my god, Danny's fucking crazy. I love it, dude. You're just a fucking rage baiter.
Yeah, calm down.
Yeah, you are, Danny. For the last 3 months, every day it's the same old bullshit. Go to a fucking site, go get help.
Yasmin, I tagged you on X. Yasmin, I tagged you on X. Big Bird.
No, I said he's a Chinese. Oh, God damn it, Dan. You're not that interesting. Shut the fuck up.
Bird honk.
I did.
Bird honk. Bird honk. Yasmin, I tagged you on X. If you could please retweet, I would appreciate it. Thank you, Bird honk. Bird honk.
No.
Take control, Daddy. Give me more, Daddy.
Wait, no. I'm in Hicksville. What do I do now?
You go to the fucking Creedmoor and go get yourself checked in.
No, I need to find an Indian to give me a place to live. They might like my look. They all.
Danny, I can send you $300 so you can get a nice hotel room tonight.
She's lying, guys. She's okay.
Danny, do you want me to send you $300 for the hotel?
Yeah, send me $300 while you're at it too, because I want to be a fucking retard.
Honestly, I would feel bad unless you made that $300 off of my content.
Well, we're working as fast as we can to try to monetize. Yael isn't helping. Yael has a Powerhouse X account and she's not helping us. She's intentionally wasting our time.
I did.
Okay, for the record, leave
What?
I lost my passion for it.
You lost your what?
I lost my passion for it.
Oh, you lost your passion.
With all due respect, leave this here.
You lost your passion. I love that.
Listen, David, what have you been drinking tonight? What's on the menu?
Oh, I want to get drunk.
No, Daddy. Go to your parents' house.
I want to get drunk and have sex.
No, you're not allowed. Go to your parents' house.
Oh my gosh, I'm in trouble.
Danny, go.
Do you have any preferences? Like what kind of alcohol and what kind of sex?
Start slow and see where we go from there.
I'm gonna say yellow shots and a fisherman wearing plaid.
Jasmine, she's fine.
Am I on the
With all due respect, these are the boss guys.
Am I hot or cold?
I can have sex with a Muslim man. That would be fun. I've never done that.
Whoa. Let's not go crazy now.
Daddy, go to...
Danny, if you have sex with a Muslim man, he'll make you his bride slave. You'll never escape. You'll become his
I don't
property.
want that energy, actually.
Good, rethink about it. You gotta learn Mohammedan law.
This shit is so fucking regime. You're such a fucking liar, Danny. It's fucking incredible.
Are you looking for like generic white guy energy? Are you looking for a chick? Like,
Danny, first of all, are you using Hinge?
Everyone's telling me to sleep with a woman. No, it's not. It's really not. Everyone's telling me to have sex with a woman. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even think that will happen if you guys send me to jail. Like, I used to joke around and be like, oh, it's long.
That was fucked up. Why did you do that just now?
Yeah, that's fucked up. Why are you choking him out his friend
I'm
died?
not joking. I'm just letting you know.
Oh my God, there's a me and there's a Thomas.
Oh,
Hey girls, hey girls, hey girls.
I know Carmelita told y'all that. I'm the only person, I only told her that.
What did you tell Carmelito, Chino?
My friend's dad. I had about 7 of my friends' dad.
Oh no!
I'm sorry to hear that.
That was in the news?
Or if there are 3 of y'all left, 4 or 5,
That's what you got for gangbanging.
Oh yeah, but
Hey, Carmelita, you better watch your motherfucking mouth. Don't play with me. You hear me? You hear me, girl? Don't fucking play with me.
you stop trauma dumping on us. We don't want the dump. Please stop.
But she keep fucking with me though. I ain't fuck with her.
No, we don't want the dump, baby. Stop.
I want Michelle's dump on my mouth.
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to make a joke right now, guys. Chill out. But like,
He wants you to take a shit in his mouth.
you're not bad, bro.
When you let white people in the room, they just take a few times.
Why would you all of a sudden?
See, he's laughing now.
So
So
I
now
think-
no one's talking about death. All right.
It depends if you're asking.
Yeah, but now you just told her to take a shit in you.
But since you have these points, tell them
Comments look like brothers.
Let me see. Do they look like? Is this the same person?
No. Thomas do not look like Tommy. Yo, no, they do not.
Except for the ones with them hard ass eyebrow humps. Tommy got his
English accent.
hard ass.
That's just because we're
Grim, my man.
You gotta look at my eyebrows and shit, dude. You guys are fucked up.
that boy good. Hey, do that again. You ugly bitch. Do that again.
You're jealous of them. Oh my god. Beautiful, beautiful. Ashante.
Asante.
I said, yeah. Does anybody want to fix the leak in my shower?
No, we don't.
Cena will for free.
Thomas,
No,
can you
we're not.
really?
Get to work, slave.
Get.
Who the fuck you calling a slave? I know you ain't calling me no motherfucking slave. You better watch your motherfucking mouth. I don't play that shit.
Shower?
If you ever call me a slave again, hey,
Work fast.
y'all better.
Alright, I want to dedicate this next song to all of Chino's homies who had the last breath today from life to death. God bless. I hope they learn the truth of the earth. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
This bitch ass nigga. Why you shot, fam?
What was I doing? Is that a mouth heart? Alright.
Well, thank you, Alistair Crowley, for alleviating some of the stress in the room. I don't know where it came from, but you did a fantastic job.
Yeah, that's gonna look for me.
Hey fam, it was good till you stopped. Why you stop with that bitch ass shit? Why you stop? It was and damn. Then you stop.
You need to shut up and fix Mistress's shower, slave.
Cornbread. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life call me a slave in your filthy ass, big ass, forehead life. You hear me, cornbread? Don't you ever. Don't you ever fix your motherfucking lips and call me that ever.
Is anybody else's city having the weirdest like weather drops at nighttime? Is getting down to like 30 or 40 degrees, or is
Oh,
it
you are around New York. Yeah. It's getting cold as hell in this area.
I just wonder.
No, fuck that. Why y'all trying to change the subject? Cornbread keep fucking with me and I'ma smack this shit out. And she said one more thing.
worked on the plantation for Alistair. Oh Lord.
Is this the remix?
Y'all keep trying to take up for cornbread, keep fucking with me, right? That bitch said something against me. I don't like that. Hey, cornbread, say it again. Say it one more motherfucking time. He fucking with me.
Hey, Slave. How you doing, Slave?
Say it again, bitch. Bitch, say it again. Call me a slave again, bitch. I don't see shit funny, yo. You keep fucking.
You're delusional.
Hey, y'all see her? She fucking with me, right?
Eat your cornflakes.
You need to go drink your Ensure.
You need to be.
That's it.
What are you doing in my house, boy? Get out in the field, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Y'all man come in to say anything to me, I can't say shit back. That's all good.
Want to pay rent, boy?
Okay, it's all good.
It's him being really mean that they calling you by the wrong name and mad nobody respond.
That's your feelings. I can't say no joke backs. But
yes, you can, Slave. I mean, Cena.
Call me that again. Call me that again. I'm not no fucking slave.
What are ya?
I'm a black man.
And what did black men used to be?
He set himself up for that one.
Yeah, you got me right there. Slaves.
No, they black men
Then
used
be
to be.
quiet, Slave, and get to work.
I can't stand this bitch.
Mistress needs her shower by the pocket replaced.
I do.
Gino, don't lower yourself to these transsexuals. They're not worth it. Don't let these transsexuals fool you, Gino. They ain't worth it. For my next magic trick, I'm gonna play my space drums.
Come on, shut the fuck up. Now, shut up. Go ahead, brother.
Man, tell me the names of your friends who passed on. Let's play a song for. Carmelita. Come on, Carmelita.
You will drink that sap with all your invigorous.
Why don't women, if you don't shut the fuck up, white lady?
Drink that fucking sap, bitch.
If you don't shut the fuck up, white lady.
That passed away. Passed away. Can you play a song for my cat that passed away?
His name is Chitlins.
Her name was Chicken. Could you play a song for my cat that passed away? Her name was Chicken.
Okay, the name of this song is dedicated to Chicken. The song is called Chicken My Cat.
Gee willikers, that was fantastic. Okay, I'm going to bed now. Good night.
All right, love.
Good night, boy.
The white lady going to sleep. The white lady going to sleep. Okay, the white lady going to sleep, man.
That was the black lady's slave.
Gino, don't waste your time talking to these transsexuals. Just a bunch of gay men pretend to be a bunch of women. It's pathetic.
I hope you choke on that fucking flute.
Say it again, brother. What you say?
It's not funny, you slave.
It is funny.
Listen, I'm gonna whoop the hell out of you.
His name is Gino.
Go ahead, brother. Do it again. You upset.
Shut your bucket mouth.
Hey, Red, why you upset, guy?
Yo, Gino, dog, stop talking to these transsexuals. Just what a gay man pretending to be women.
Oh shit! Hey, you cannot get mad at that guy. You get.
Yo, Gino, you keep falling apart, man. It's just a bunch of gay men pretending to be women hypnotizing you.
You got this old drunk country nigga. There's a casino nigga. He stay drunk, man.
Hey, who is you, family? Who is you?
Hey, where you from, nigga?
Well, who is you? I don't know you. Who's you?
I ain't sound, nigga. I'm from the Haven, nigga. From Memphis, nigga.
Okay, where that's from? I don't know. I don't know nothing.
No, you're from California, Normandy Ave.
Ooh, man. Chill out, Usher.
Shut the fuck up talking to me, bitch.
Hey, watch your motherfucking mouth. Don't talk to my motherfucking brother like that, bitch ass nigga. You better watch your motherfucking mouth. Hey, what I tell you, bitch, don't come up here talking like that, bitch.
Hey, look,
Bitch ass nigga.
I don't do. I thought it was cool.
Hey, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Oh,
shut up. Shut up,
bitch.
bitch.
Go watch some collard greens or something, you dumbass country. What are you talking about, nigga? I ain't talking to you.
I'm not doing that.
I smack the shit out you, nigga. Meet me at the gas station right now.
You won't.
Oh,
I bet you won't. I bet you won't, bitch.
Stupid country. Where you at?
Chicago.
You ain't in Chicago. Oh, there ain't no country there, nigga. You ain't from Chicago.
I'm in Chicago. You don't want to come?
So you from Chicago?
Nigga, I'm in Chicago, bitch.
Where are you from?
Do you want to come?
Yeah, point me to your mother's house, nigga.
Right, your ass scared.
I'm in Chicago right now.
Bitch.
I'm in Chicago right now. I'm on St. Lawrence. What we doing?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm on St. Lawrence. What we doing?
Nigga! No, you're not. No,
Nigga, I'm on 63rd.
No, you're not. You're not on over there either, bitch.
Hey, but why y'all keep on doing that?
Bitch, you're not over there either, bitch.
Hey, one more word and you gay.
Bitch.
Bitch. He gay. Oh, he gay as hell.
Stop.
No, they scared of me. They scared of me because they can't control me.
Scared of your dumb gump ass.
You bitch, and your mama. How about that, hoe?
I feel looking at your mother back. Shut up, fuck with me, bitch ass.
I bet you won't, bitch. I bet you won't,
I will.
I bet you won't, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Your mama, what your mama look like? An ugly bitch. How about that, family?
What's your mother look like? A big juicy booty.
An ugly bitch. What your mama look like, hoe?
Don't worry about my mother look like.
Right. Nigga.
Me, I surprised to see that a woman like that was really into me.
Yeah, big GD. Yes, I am.
You ain't no damn GD.
Yes, I am, nigga.
Yes, I am, nigga. Spit your lit, nigga.
I am from 53rd.
53rd and what?
Damonville.
You said 53rd and what?
Damonville.
What is that? What that's that? What side of the city that's on?
Damonville, nigga.
Well, what side of the city that's on? Fuck, nigga.
Oh, you ain't no shit. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Bro, if you in Chicago, why you give me the suburbs? Stupid.
I ain't never need no suburb, nigga. I gave you the lit, nigga.
So what side of the city you from, though? Like,
I just told you, ho. I just told you, nigga.
Stop crying,
You ain't no shit, you.
Man, yeah, hey, listen, tone it down. I don't want you to wake all 80 of your roommates up, man. Chill out, bro.
Damonville. I said Damonville.
You say, well, I'm finna pull up, bro. Sit down, bro.
Damonville. Come on, pull up.
Hey, bro, can I come kill you, bro?
Oh my god, no killing.
No, we gonna kill this country nigga.
You can try to kill me.
You dumb country nigga. It ain't hard to kill you niggas. You put a plate of neck bones out there in the street, you don't really go get it. Nah,
you ain't no shit. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm in Chicago, bitch.
Fuck, nigga.
Yeah, right.
Them niggas,
You ain't gonna come nowhere near me, bitch.
Backdoing each other so
You ain't
bad.
gonna come nowhere near me, ho. You ain't gonna come nowhere near me, bitch.
White boys.
Yeah, she is a white girl and she got jumped.
Oh, damn, my bad.
She said, you don't call my phone like that.
It's fucking weird out.
She told Drew how not to call her father. Like, you don't call this motherfucker like that. You're
Fucking weird out.
You just bang like. That's a white person for real. Like, bro, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I live in a fucking gated community. I'm not.
Okay, boom. This the.
Did I just say that, bitch?
I'm about to pull up, man.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
I don't believe that. I think it's like relative to like, what was that shit called? Fucking, I forgot those pills that people used to take for cartilage, and all it was like, no, what it's called, dude, but like, all it was like crab shell.
Shit sound like some shit they got with the cartilage shit on.
Let him beware of abstinence from action. For the curse of his great is that he must speak truth, that the falsehood thereof may enslave the souls of men. Let him then utter that without fear, that the law may be fulfilled, and according to his original nature will that law be shapen, so that one may declare gentleness and quietness, being an Hindu, and another fierceness and servility, being a Jew. Now the great of a magister teacheth the mystery of sorrow, and the great of a magus the mystery of change, and the great of Isis the mystery of selflessness, which is called also the mystery of 16. Let the magus then contemplate each in turn, raising it to the ultimate power of infinity, wherein sorrow is joy, and change is stability, and selflessness is self. For the interplay of the parts hath no action upon the whole, and this contemplation shall be performed not by simple meditation, how much less than by reason, but by the method which shall have been given unto him in his initiation to the grade method. It shall be easy for him to combine that trinity from its elements, and further to combine Satchit, Ananda, and light, light, and light, 3 by 3 in time, now one, in which meditation success shall be. That which was first adumbrated to him in the grade of practicus. In Libertex Exilii, here is nothing under its 3 forms. And this is the opening of the grade of existence, and by the goddess is called trust. Nero, the son of Palladi, and and in the word chaos, let the book be sealed. Yeah, let the book be sealed. Let him beware of abstinence from action, for the curse of his grade is that he must speak truth, that the falsehood thereof may enslave the souls of men. Let him then utter that without fear, that the law may be fulfilled, and according to his original nature will that law be shapen, so that one may declare gentleness and quietness, being an Hindu, and another fierceness and servility, being a Jew, and yet another ardor and manliness, being an Arab. Yet this matter toucheth the mystery of incarnation, and is not here to be declared. 15. Now the grade of a magister teacheth the mystery of sorrow, and the grade of a
like a wave that never breaks. Count slow. You whisper numbers in my ear. 10 beats of thunder, holding every hidden fear. 10, 9/11. 10 to 9/9. Live streaming is this disabled. What happened? Hate speech. Shoulder soft, tiny tremor